Well, here I am at Curly's house. Curly and Marilyn's. And we spent the night last night. And my battery's almost dead, so I'm going to see if I can record anything before it stops. Where you going now?
I'm going to take a pee. So.
Okay.
Oh, have you got that on camera?
I've got that right now on camera. And my battery I didn't charge last night, so it's telling me I have no more battery strength left. But we want to thank you very much for your hospitality.
We enjoyed having you.
Thank you.
Well, yeah, that's we appreciate you coming by.
Well, sure. We like it here. We like to stop by and see you. And
well, you can always come back and see us. We might jump on a plane. We were just talking about I might get an interview with somebody in Hollywood.
Hey, you've got the experience.
Well, I got the knowledge.
Yeah,
or something
that's
I
right.
got.
So, yeah, is that what it is? Well, we've had our trip through Kentucky. A very dreary, drizzly trip that Dave was bored at looking at trees. Stevie watched American Pop, and now we're almost into Huntington. We're going to be in West Virginia for just a tad before we go into Hawaii. Ohio. We're going to Hawaii.
It's a long drive.
So a shortcut through West Virginia. So we're almost to the border right here.
Hey, that bridge looks big on the movie. I didn't know it was that big.
What bridge?
The one that went to Hawaii.
Oh yeah. I had to plug this into the electric inverter that we bought back in, where did we buy it? Oh, Iowa or something? So I can charge it up enough to use it.
I think.
Run the windshield wipers. I'm getting a dreary picture here.
Okay.
That's better. It's not perfect. And there's the oil refineries. There's one of them.
Speedway Oil.
Ashland Oil is a big company.
Make a big fool of yourself and go on to Jackson. Turn loose your high coat. I'm gonna snowball Jackson.
I know we're getting close to West Virginia. I can feel it in my bones. No, that's the humidity. There's a refinery right there.
It's wonderful having a refinery right there.
Kind of reminds me of living in Houston.
Huntington 12. Now we're gonna. Where the hell is it?
I know where.
There it is.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We're going up to Point Pleasant.
I see the sign. I see it. I see it.
Open for business, it says. West Virginia's open for business.
Except I can't see it through the windshield. West Virginia.
Almost heaven. Here you are, Sue.
Thank you. Now that I've already
Back in
passed
West Virginia, where men are men and sheep are afraid.
Tri-State Airport.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to turn this off for a while until we go into Hawaii.
Hawaii. We're going back into Hawaii.
I did it again.
Waka 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 waka
Canova.
Okay,
You know why they named that town Canova?
Judy Canova?
Kentucky, Ohio, Virginia.
It should be Canova.
Canova.
See where, how do you like Ohio so far, Steve?
We aren't even in Ohio.
Yes, we're not?
We're not. We're in West Virginia. You have to cross
Really?
the river to get to Ohio.
Please turn left in 450 feet, then turn left. Please turn left.
See, that's because we can't turn left. The bridge is closed.
Jesus, okay. So what are we doing?
We're going down to another way. We're going down to... We take this road.
Turn left.
There's another way where we go across to Chesapeake, where we went and got the lottery tickets before.
Let's go there. How far up is that?
I don't know, a mile, maybe?
Mile. Jeez, I don't want to go that far. We'll get in the left-hand lane then, huh? Is this West Virginia now? So
We are in West Huntington.
I am glad about that.
Let's go to the beach.
Let's go to
Huntington
the
Beach. We're in West Huntington
The beach
Beach.
is right up here. The
How many
Huntington
freaking
Beach.
churches there are?
Listen. These these people have got a lot of sin.
This is the detour for 52.
All these people sin all the time. 5:25, is that the right time?
Yep.
A little ahead of time.
Well, it is a little ahead of time. It's like 5:08 or 5:10.
Detour 52. Of someone frying chicken.
See, I come back to West Virginia, all these streets have my namesake, Adams.
Adams?
Yeah.
I think every town has your namesake
West
street.
Virginia, click it or ticket. I hope you got your seatbelt on.
No exceptions, no excuses.
Nope. They don't even care if your mom is from here. Look at that, a remodeling job.
That's for
What a horrible
definitely a
job.
remodeling job.
There's everybody in West Virginia. Those are the most obese people in the United States.
They're
Are
not.
they really? I thought that was like Mississippi.
No, I think it was.
No,
I think
it's not West
I think
Virginia.
I think it's Louisiana and then West
Like
Virginia.
a gay person.
A gay person.
Right there.
I don't think they allow that. Not here, Stevie. Jim Moreland and John Garten.
I didn't know they had gay people out here in West Virginia.
They don't have them. They don't have them. They shoot them.
This town right here, well, this is West Huntington, but Huntington is where Brad Dourif is from, remember?
The Colonel's Buffet. Yep, Brad Dourif. He's a
Who played
queer.
the doc on,
I think
not.
He's a queer. Isn't
Nah,
he?
I
played
wonder
the doc on
I wonder if
Deadwood.
that KFC imports their Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yeah, from across the
See,
border.
there's a guy that eats there, right there. He's ready. Look at the gases, $1.30.
1.3.
Yeah, and I don't think they've pumped it since it was $1.30.
It's been a while, but you know, in West Virginia, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Now hiring all shifts. You know, when I was a kid in New York, you know what we used to think about these people over here in West Virginia? Huh?
Well, you know what I used to think about you people in New York? And I swore I'd never marry somebody from New York.
Well, you wanted to marry Scott Beehart, didn't you? That Jew boy? Is this
Jolly
New
Pirate.
Jersey.
Jolly
where do we
Pirate
go here?
Donuts.
Straight ahead?
Straight ahead. We're following the detour. See? West detour,
I see it.
We should
52.
just go on a donut tour. That's all we eat at.
A donut
Yeah.
tour of West Virginia.
No, of the country.
There's one for sale. So there's your dream home right there. You can live in your own area where your people are. And chances are you're related, right?
That's a colonial.
Yep. There's a lot of colonials here.
This is the lost
527, is that where we're going?
Probably.
This is the lost colony right here of West Virginia.
This is where they all went, the
And
Melungeons.
they never found it.
They never found it. South
We're still on the
527.
detour of West 52.
North 527, is that on there?
That's probably where we go. There's an arrow.
Where?
See?
To the right? To the
To
left?
the
of
left.
you?
Go to the
Where?
left. See? The
Yeah.
detour sign
Okay,
for
yeah,
West
yeah.
52
So we're
has an
taking
arrow
this.
to the left.
Oh man, look at Mr. Campbell.
Vital
Okay.
and vital.
Yes, that's a very vital company.
Shit. What is this?
It's quitting time on Friday.
55 or older, employment opportunities. You think they could give me a job? Huh?
What is this? Downtown. What is this? Town?
Almost. Huntington.
Huntington. This is the only city.
The James River Company.
There's only one other city that they said was dirtier. That was Indianapolis. Yeah, there's the
There's
James
TV
River.
station WOWK TV 13.
WOWK. Do I ever remember?
James River Company. George Washington made
George
president in the 1758. The James River
Chesapeake.
Company.
Oh, look at it. We're going
That's where we're
across.
going.
There's a guy. There's a typical resident here standing in the street with his head up his ass. Look at that guy. Look at, there's some guys over there. See them, see? Some
They're
West
just sitting there
Virginians.
having a
Look at
couple
over
of
there. Look
cool
at 'em.
ones after
Did
work.
You see them?
Yeah.
There's and look at 1 liter. Read this sign.
I
1
can't read
liter. Wild Irish Rose Red. Cheap, cheap, cheap. $2.99. Cartons as low as $16.99. $1.75 a pack. Now hiring. Why?
Wait, drink that and smoke those cigs and you won't need to be
You
a
won't need
job.
nothing. Let's get across this fucking river back where the people are white and civilized. Huh? I don't know, so. Those guys over there, are you sure you're not related to those guys?
I could be. They're probably Morris's relatives.
Oh man, oh man, to shove it, huh?
Was there a line to get over the bridge?
They love their
No
drinking.
gridlocking, Dad. You're gonna gridlock it.
Oh man, I hope not. I don't want to gridlock it.
Oh,
We made it. Look at, we made it.
what do you mean we made it? Oh,
We
through
made
the
it
light?
through the
Six is low at
intersection.
16.
There's a Bob Evans over there.
Look at DA bomb blunts are here. Scholar Cope.
It's not DA, it's Da Bomb Blunts.
D.A. bomb.
1 liter.
When he
wild
writes
air
somebody's
Charles.
email address down, Stevie, he still writes .dot before com.
Here we are. World-class care is
There's
minutes
Bob
away.
Evans.
You'll be back in Ohio. It says, look at, you can't get it here. World-class care.
Like, if you really need us, we'll fly you back over there. We can't get over the bridge
Man,
now.
I gotta piss. I was afraid to stop there.
So we
Seems
gotta,
like we've gone across the-
over the bridge. Hope it doesn't go down that earthquake.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You know, this is like, let's see, we went 1, 2, 3. This is our 4th trip over the Ohio River in the last 24 hours.
It is, yeah. This is the only one we can take, isn't it? I guess. Or was there one more? Maybe.
No, well, there is probably up that way, sure.
Look at this. This guy's trying to get in the right lane. We have to go to the right when we get across it?
We have to make a right on 7. But that's not like as soon as we get off the bridge.
2-7 it says. I don't know. Is 7 the one that goes up to...
Yes, it is.
Is this the Mothman Bridge?
No, the Mothman Bridge is in Point
The
Pleasant.
Mothman was sitting back there drinking. Oh, Jesus. Can we get in that lane?
I don't know.
Here, come on, look.
Lots of cars. And none of them are slowing down for you.
Is this guy stopping for me? All right,
Thank you.
He knows a Californian needs some help sometime.
Yeah. So those Californians are crazy. They'll cut you off no matter what. Look at all this stuff came out of your wallet.
What? When?
Just now, when you just zoomed
So
into
you
the other
gotta watch
lane.
it. Robert C. Byrd Bridge. Look at it.
They're all Robert C. Byrd bridges, aren't they?
I'm leaving TJ and going back in the city of San Diego.
Yeah, doesn't it seem like that?
Look at the wall they got right here to make sure that none of the
West Virginians
Yeah.
escape
yeah, make sure they
and
don't
go over the river.
jump over the border.
They get across here, they put them right in the mental hospital. So, oh man, that's funny, isn't it?
Yeah, you just wait till we get to New York. Talk all about some stupid New Yorkers. No love, gangsta fakes.
No,
Hey.
no
Love for gangsta fakes.
Man,
Wouldn't that be everybody who lives out here? Is that probably a fake gangsta?
Probably all of them are. Gangsta fakes. Oh man, this here. Well, we're getting across it, and we're going that way, huh?
Yes, we are.
I wonder if anybody else is going. Most of them, I think, are going left. See, we were in the right.
What do they
lane there.
go to work in West Virginia and then go back to their hick Ohio
I don't
homes?
know, man. Ohio is like a progressive state, isn't it?
Yeah.
Look at eyes. What does that say? V.
I have no idea what that says. Something in,
eternal.
no
No
one's
one.
eternal. That's right.
I love that. You know, there's a lot of thinking people there. Look at that little inlet.
I wonder if they're
over
the
there.
same people that don't like the gangsta fakes.
I think it is.
And you can walk across it right here.
Yeah.
You
Unlike
can
the
tag
bridge, by Curly's, you can run
Now,
along
this
this
says
bridge.
"Welcome to Ohio" over here. I wonder if the border's there or there. I wonder.
Where did they say? Where does it say?
Well, this
that?
is "Welcome to Ohio." up
Right
here.
above us. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, is it like part of the river? Or,
Well,
remember in Kentucky, they don't.
Kentucky owned the river,
Kentucky does own the river.
so
yeah.
West Virginia probably owns the river. Why would they give this river to anybody else?
SHA, look, I came and tagged that. I forgot about it.
Yeah. North to
totally
Proctor.
forgot
That was when you were running last
Yeah.
night.
Okay, where are we here? Oh, where's Ohio? Oh yeah, I see it. Proctorville.
I'm getting a lot of video of this Ford truck in front of us.
Yellow Brick Road.
So much to discover.
Welcome to Ohio.
There's a lot to discover here.
Ted Strickland is the governor. I wonder if he's related to my cousin Ray.
Tanaga, Gallipolis.
He's got to be a relative.
Let's see if we can use our influence.
Oh. Wait a minute. I'm related to the governor through my. We have a common cousin.
Or an uncommon cousin.
My aunt was a Strickland.
She was a stripper, your aunt?
We can stop here and get lottery tickets again, right?
That's right. Then we get a
And
lot
buy candy.
Yeah, well, we're going.
Didn't we get you guys something too? I can't remember what it was.
I don't know. We
Pound
just
of
went
weed.
in the town.
You guys got us a pound of weed.
There wasn't any traffic here when we came across this.
No, there was nobody here.
If you need a proctologist, coming up to
Proctorville.
Proctorville.
Up to Proctorville.
Proctologist.
Okay, well, since we're not in West Virginia anymore, I think
Morning,
I'm
no
gonna turn
Jake
this
break
off.
here. Don't point.
I just dropped my camera. My regular, still
We
camera.
gotta stop when we get into West Virginia so I can buy the postcard.
Well, yeah, we're going to be stopping quite a bit in West Virginia,
West
actually.
Virginia for a couple
Yeah,
of
but
days.
We're getting ready to go over the Point Pleasant Bridge, which I don't even want to think about its
At one
history.
time it was called the Point Unpleasant Bridge.
That's right.
When it all slid into the water. Just like in the Wild Bunch.
Yep.
Well, we're going back into West Virginia.
You should ask the guy at the gas station if you see any moth people around there yet.
The home of the Mothman. This is where they made the Mothman prophecy figure.
We're headed back to West Virginia. This is
35
the
south, right?
Silver Memorial
You
Bridge.
want to go into Point Pleasant, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Somehow this makes me nervous going over here. I don't know why.
Oh, it should make you nervous.
There's the Ohio River.
It looks like there's two rivers coming together here. Look at that. Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, the Kanawha River joins the Ohio River. That's
right
the
here?
Kanawha River right
No, we're
there.
going to Point Pleasant first. One
Yes.
quarter mile.
Wait, how do you spell that?
I can write it, but I can't spell it here.
K-A-N-A.
Kanawha,
Yeah, it's Kanawha, right?
but it's Kanawha. That's the way they pronounce it. Kanawha. Kanah.
Well, that's because they don't know how to read.
That's it. If they could write and read, they'd be all set.
The
Then
historic
wouldn't
Low Hotel.
It wouldn't be West Virginia, though, Stevie.
Another church.
There you go. Keep 'em honest.
I want to get a crab cake.
I would love to get a crab cake, but I don't think you get them here. You know where you get them is way over by Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Over by Maryland and Pennsylvania.
West Virginia.
Now we're going, where are we going?
Check
Here.
the code page.
So we're going across the river again.
I guess we're going to go across the Kanawha.
Is this one ever fell down?
Not that I know of. Maybe this is the one that went down. I don't know.
Historic District Battle Monument, State
Yes.
Park.
See, this one hasn't fallen down yet. This is still the first bridge they made. So they don't put in a new one until the old one falls down.
Yeah, why would you?
See, Kanawha. Kanawha.
Okay, we're going to Point Pleasant. It's to the left there.
It's more barge.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, we're back in West Virginia, and I feel so much better about it.
Yep. Now you're all right back where you belong.
They got all the smoke coming out.
Okay. This is Point Pleasant.
It's the
What are you
second
doing,
time I've
dancing
thrown
over there?
my
Are
camera
you
down.
dancing?
Yeah.
The Point
Possums.
Cafe must be
Possums, mufflers,
smoker friendly, liquor plus the Point Cafe.
Must be 21 to enter. That sounds.
This is Bennigan's
Bennigan.
Grill.
I've seen Bennigan's. I can't remember where, but I've seen Bennigan's.
Hey, Little Caesars.
Oh
You
wow.
get a $5 pizza right there.
Yeah.
$5 pizza.
That's what we want. A
I didn't know they
real
had them out here.
historic Point Pleasant,
Okay.
where history and rivers meet.
Is that the downtown?
I think we're kind of in the downtown. Historic district information to the left.
Make a left?
Well, that's what that sign pointed at.
Okay, we'll make a left. 9th Street or 5th Street. Let's go over here.
I think that's the main street up there somehow.
What's that?
I think that's the main street up there.
All right.
But this is a,
Can't go that way. You got to go around the thing again. Look at. All right. You want to go in here?
well, why don't you make a left up there?
Okay. Why not? I don't care. There's the people.
It's Main Street. You always got to go down Main Street.
Okay, how's it look?
It looks good.
All right. Low end.
I like the high end.
S.H. King. He's a West Virginia name. S.H. King. The Mothman Museum. Look at it.
And you know what? It's closed
Closed up.
because, again, we get somewhere when it's too
The
late to
Working
go
Man
in.
Store. The Low End. Did you want to go in there? Oh, they got a good fish fry here. Or do you want to just go somewhere else?
Well, we should find something.
Harris
But
Steakhouse.
Mothman
Mothman merchandise. Boy, they're doing it. Karaoke with Willie, it says there.
Board man furniture. I'd go in there, but it just looks so boring.
Look at, there's so much.
okay, now you're beginning a two-way traffic,
Okay.
so you can go down the next street.
They're down here?
Oh, I guess
This
there is
street
no
is-
street.
Yeah, this is nice two-way traffic. Instead of two-way, it's no-way.
No way traffic.
What the hell is this? Does it go? Oh, Jesus.
I don't think this is a route 10.
Yeah, I think you need to back up and go out. I don't think this will go anywhere.
So your eyes taking me to the wrong place. Telling me to go around here. Wild and wonderful, it says. This is wild and wonderful West Virginia. It's wild. You know?
That's right.
If that's the way you like your, if you like roadkill, you know. Okay, there's the Family Dollar.
So we're staying in Charleston tonight?
I don't.
I
Who
suppose.
the hell knows?
That's our goal. That doesn't mean
We're going to go to Charleston, but if the people are not there, what are you going to do? I don't know.
Well, we're not going to not stop in Charleston.
Well, yeah, of course we're going to stop. He didn't say stop. He said stay. He
We're going to
said
stay in
Oh,
Charleston.
okay, then we're
That's
gonna-
our goal, is to stay in Charleston.
Oh, I didn't know that.
We will stay somewhere within the 50-mile radius of Charleston.
All right. Well, that's fine.
Anywhere from here to Charleston.
Oh, from here to Charleston.
That's a 50-mile radius.
Well, you want to find out where your aunt is first, right?
I would like to see my aunt, but I don't expect to stay with her.
Oh, we're not going to stay with her. I want to stay right with her, get in bed with her. Look at him. He's waving to everybody. Okay, you want to go up here, right? To see the downtown or wherever the hell it is. The Mason jar.
That's where the historic district information is that we still haven't seen. But
You mean the Mothman place?
that's not the history of Point Pleasant, isn't the Mothman.
It is too. Look it up here. Okay, where would you like to go up here? Left or straight or what? Straight. There's some places there.
This is some authentic West Virginia McDonald's.
Let's get that. Let's get that. And look at, they've got a picture of the state bird of West Virginia, the mosquito.
Well, it looks like we're going out of town.
Well, then we better go back in town, huh?
Here we are in the Pioneer Cemetery in Point Pleasant, West Virginia. I don't think I have any of my people here, but you never know. First headstone we saw was a vicar's, so probably some relation. This is an above-the-ground crypt. This is a Stribling, wife of George Stribling. Stribling was the man who owns the Dave's great-grandparents' place in Texas. This is George Stribling. And he died in 1851. This is a nice large memorial. Memory of Dr. Jesse Bennett, born at Franklin, Philadelphia County, Pennsylvania, July 10th, 1769. Died July 22nd, AD, 1842, aged 73 years and 12 days. He was faithful friend and affectionate husband. He performed the first cesarean section in the United States on his wife. It looks like people have vandalized some of the stones, or they just fell over naturally. Going over to where Dave and Stevie are traipsing through the overgrowth here in the cemetery. Oh no, I'm running out of disc again already. 5 minutes left. We're here at the state park. It's a little strip down the middle of a street. It's a monument to two important things: the Battle of Point Pleasant and the Mothman. Historic Point Pleasant, scene of the first battle of the American Revolution. You thought I was making it up. October 10, 1774. Site of Fort Randolph, 1776.
Right here. See this? Dedicated to Captain W.R. Gunn.
Right there.
And that's right. Stevie's going to the part that is the most important to him.
Look, you can see his butt crack.
Yeah, the Mothman.
1794. This is the one. This is the real history we're going through now.
Yeah.
And look, at you can see his ass. Look. See it?
I will get a picture of Stevie and the Mothman.
All right. This is also erected by the Kiwanis Club to commemorate the Mothman.
Legend of the Mothman.
Was he here at the battle?
Yeah, he was here at the battle back in 1774.
What's new?
Is that him there?
No, this is Bob Roach.
What really happened? Okay, I'm gonna take a still picture here since I only, yeah. The sign that's in the riverfront park says the city of Point Pleasant is located at the confluence of the Ohio and Kanawha rivers. It's one of the oldest cities along the river. The city was first named by George Washington in 1770. While surveying the area, he named a point of land between the two rivers a Pleasant Point.
Right.
And there's the riverfront park.
How much longer till you get back? Huh? You drummer? No.
He is a drummer, but not for them.
he plays in a band in California.
See, Stevie, you look like you should be down there.
Nah. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Things the way they hear it. Nobody
Right
knew
now
how to
we're in
read
downtown Charleston, West Virginia. We just went by Barbara's house and spent at least an hour talking to her husband.
that. Talking to the mister.
Yeah. And now we're trying to get to a Shoney so we can get some breakfast at
I want to get a Shoney.
2:45 in the afternoon. Since all we had was the little fried apple pie that I had this morning, and Dave had a banana.
Banana. There's the blossom berry. Okay, we're on our way to Shoney's.
Yeah, we got to go down a few blocks because it'll
Okay, is it
right
on
up.
the left?
Well, it looked like it was on Kanawha Boulevard, which is one way going the other direction, so we'll have to at least
Shall
go
I get in
past
this
it.
lane? That's what I meant.
Stay in this lane, yes.
Now we're getting
Café de Paris.
It's green.
Yeah. They got the art thing going on. That's the art festival.
Okay. All right, now what?
Let's take a look down the street as we go through and see if we see Shoney's down there.
Look down.
I don't see it there. It's probably another couple of streets.
Woodrooms. Pinch. The bus is quoted Pinch.
Elkview via Pinch.
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 You gotta say it right. Pinch. Every once in a while, Barbara's husband would have a West Virginia twang to his southern accent. Let's see. See it down there.
Get much further up, we're going to be. Is there a way I can drive this way? Is there a road?
I guess at the next traffic light, you can make a left and we'll come back down Canal Boulevard. There's Shoney's over there. It's over that way.
Left?
To the left.
Here?
I don't know if you can turn left here.
Turn on the red, it says.
I mean, I don't know if you can turn left the next street.
Turn left here. Okay, now where is it?
It'll be off to the right.
Go to the right here?
This is one way.
Gold Farm Electric.
Oh, well, they have the Jews here.
Look at there's the headstone
Shoney's
memorial
up there.
marker. Yeah.
There it is. There's Shoney's.
Shoney's
Triple
big
stack.
boy.
The triple stack is freaking good. That's one of the things I miss about eating. Really?
Your dad always liked Wendy's hamburgers. You know they are the highest sodium content of any.
Probably why I like them. Cat and bees. There's cat and bees.
All I know is you can get double stacks for.
There's the river. Some people out there fishing on their little boat.
Okay. Now, Shoney's, right?
Shoney's big boy. Big boy, big boy.
Oh, there it is.
Captain Bees and Long John Silver. I guess they're not the same
Yeah.
company.
We going to Shoney's.
I thought it'd be more crowded. Everybody's downtown, but I guess they're farther down
We
downtown.
don't need that. We don't need all that shit.
We're gonna go in and get ourselves something to
Get a
eat.
Shoney.
I want
Shoney.
the
Shoney's.
bacon cracklings.
Bacon.
Okay, we just ate at Shoney's and now we're going down Canal Boulevard, seeing if we can find my Nanny and Papa's house. You know they tore down that gas station. Remember where we went and got the Mountain Dew?
Okay. You know where it is? That's Tennessee Ave.
I think make not this one. Make a right like on the next couple of streets.
Berkeley Street.
Because we got to go down to Monongalia.
Right here or the next one? This one just
Yeah,
goes
this one
back.
just goes that way.
What is this one?
I'm not
Raleigh?
sure.
Dead end. Well, you don't want to go on the dead end, right?
No, I don't want to go on a dead end.
Okay.
Delaware sounds kind of familiar.
Delaware end. These are nice
That's 'cause there's a
houses
state
here.
called
The
Delaware.
front on the water.
There was one for sale in here. 5-bedroom house, face on Canal Boulevard, faces the water, and it was $155,000. Okay, this is Hall. This isn't it.
Expensive. Is this it?
No, we're looking for Monongalia.
Well, just listen and hear. If you hear the accent of a Negro, you'll know that you're right near their house.
Ha ha ha.
Isn't it black? Primarily black? It seems like it was. No, there's different types
Here.
of people here. Is this it?
Make a right.
Oh yeah, there it is. Yield, it says. That's
219 Monongalia.
Oh, Monongalia. 219.
Or you can get a good two-bedroom apartment right there.
Okay, here's some people here.
Yeah.
I think it is down here, isn't it?
Yep. I knew it wasn't far from the bridge because we used to walk over it sometimes. There's the same apartment, but you know what? They got new awnings.
Oh, yeah,
After
that's
50 years, they finally got new awnings on the apartment building.
Isn't it beautiful?
Took me a little while.
Okay, we're coming down? Or
Well, Dick is still working on getting a new one.
Yeah.
For 100 years.
There's my Nanny and Papa's house, right there.
This white one, 219?
Yes, it used to be. It used to be brown, and they have a porch swing in the, and it's empty. It's empty.
People might buy it.
Oh, park. I'm gonna go take a peek in the window.
It says, oh, I guess just between these signs. Is this all reserve parking?
I don't know why.
Or is it just
think it's
between?
It said, I don't know.
Oh, there's two sides back there. Two of them there.
Well, if anybody comes to give us a ticket, we'll be right here.
Yeah.
There's the Goodwill Donation Center.
That used to be a warehouse that used to have a loudspeaker that would wake me up every morning. Nanny. Nanny's parents.
This is where Nanny's.
My Nanny and Papa. There's a car parked out front. I don't know. I'm going to stop this for right now. Oh. That window right up there, that's the room that Martha and I slept in. It was big enough for a double bed and a little dresser next to the bed. And that was it.
Right on the river.
And that's why that warehouse, every morning, the PA would go, "Delivery, coming, call the operator." And they wake me up, and that's my grandparents' room. And there was a fireplace in their bedroom and one in the room that my parents stayed in.
Was it actual wood fireplaces?
Well, they had them converted to gas. All the fireplaces were gas. And they had a big swing hanging right here, porch swing. That's why Nanny always wanted a porch swing.
They were probably mad at Nanny for moving so far away. Burying that darn lettuce and moving them so far away.
And you can see that they're working on this, except I keep getting the reflection of the neighborhood behind us. And that old radio that we have, Stevie, the old radio,
They buy this house. Ask your mother.
in about 1950.
Your mother's still here?
She didn't live here. On the right there where the staircase goes up in that wall, that's where they had the old radio that we now have in our living room. And she had her telephone was right here. She had a little telephone bench with a chair and a table next to it. Sat right here in the corner, and that's where her phone was.
It probably is your.
Yeah.
My great grandparents.
Yeah, this used to be a whole lot bigger. It shrank.
Your mother never lived here.
She never lived here, neither did Aunt Wanda.
Oh, Wanda didn't live here.
Wanda lived for a while with my great-grandmother who lived on Park Avenue, down that way somewhere. I don't know exactly where Park Avenue is. I kind of would remember the house if I saw it, but
This used to be horizontal, did it?
I don't think so. We used to come and catch the, we caught the fireflies out here in the yard.
That's the way it was.
This is where you tried to smuggle fireflies from?
Yeah, this is where I captured the fireflies and tried to take them back.
No, you can catch.
Look at berries growing here.
What kind are they? Let me eat some.
I don't think they're quite ready yet.
Oh, there's some. There's a red
Peas.
one.
They're pea berries.
You could, you could be living here right now. So.
Yeah.
It says pure gold in places.
How could I be running out of battery already?
You're running out of steam, I think, your body. You better not use it all if you're going
And
to
we used to
pitch.
walk down this alley to go get a Mountain Dew at the gas station, and now all it is a parking lot.
Where my grandpa
The gas station back there?
Yeah.
Remember we went. I took you there and bought you Mountain Dew when we were here.
Remember, and you said, Yahoo, Mountain
Yeah.
Dew, it's so good for you. Remember?
Yeah.
You don't remember that?
We came here before?
Yes, we did.
Remember we went back here with Dave Blake? And
That
some
fence
people?
wasn't here. My grandfather parked his car on the street because he didn't even have a place to park back here.
That's right. You had to park on the street here. These are some backyards here.
Get the bell. Oops, here comes a car.
Oops.
There's the house. There's Dave. There's somebody trying to park.
I wonder if they live here.
Yeah. I don't know, but we can ask.
When's your grandpa?
There, now we're recording. Huh?
Take a taste of that water when you get a chance. That is
It's out of the well.
Is it? You got water, well water?
Well water, yeah.
Well.
Parlor in here.
See, she's got the picture that I have, but she's got a bigger, better picture than I have.
Let's
See?
zoom in on that.
There's Mom and
Granddad doing the crossword puzzle, and
Yeah.
Aunt Grace does the crossword puzzles too.
Wow. Hey, how you doing? You're gonna see my double
There's no
chin.
fire in that, so
No.
I can let.
Yeah. You wouldn't want to do that in January. Yeah, she showed me around her house. Nice little house.
This is a
Yeah,
nice house.
very nice house.
This is great out here.
And she says it's 100
That
years
bed
old.
For over 100 years old, is it?
It's older than you are.
Yes, it is.
A little bit.
Oh boy.
And she says for her birthday they're going to dinner in Clarksburg,
Oh.
and then they're going to come back to the church, and the neighbors are all going to come for a get together.
I hope so. That's a big birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
You know, that's a better birthday than
I don't-
21 or 65.
I
100 is a
don't
big
need
one.
it.
You don't need it.
Oh boy. Yeah, we're looking at the property here. It goes, I guess, way up there.
She's got
I thought
105
my
acres.
dad did.
105 acres.
Lives on 98, and I thought that was
Yeah.
old.
Yeah.
Well, it's all old, but it just.
But
Yeah.
I don't think I'm old, do you?
Well, I know you look like
No.
a kid.
I just hope I inherited some of that.
My mother, when she was in her 80s, she used to say, "David, I'm a good kid, but I'm an old kid."
Good old kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all right here. Yeah, I had a grandfather that, what did he live to be, 95? 95.
Yeah.
A great grandfather, he was 95. I remember him when I was just a little boy. And he was born in the 1850s, I think. Something
Yeah.
like that? 1850s. You were born a year before my dad. And my dad died in 1944. He was 36.
Goodness sake.
He had tuberculosis. They didn't know how to cure it then.
Like silicosis from the mines they used to get here. He had silicosis and then tuberculosis. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, she says they've had a terrible dry spell here.
Yeah, that's what that guy said.
Yeah, she said all they had for snow was a dusting.
Yeah.
That was about it.
Well, you can see the way the berries are growing up there. They're growing small because they're not getting the water. They're not that much
Yeah. The
moisture.
blackberries. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll get some rain.
Well, I hope.
If we don't get it, we'll go and do a rain dance.
Well, we're going to have to. Things are really burning.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm gonna go look. Have you got anything in the garden?
She has some tomatoes growing.
Oh, you got some.
You got some corn over there too. Isn't there corn over there?
Did you put the garden in?
Yeah.
Did you?
No, Patty.
Penny
Oh,
did.
yeah,
Huh?
yeah.
Yeah. When we were here before, we saw you with the wheelbarrow. That's when
Yeah, you were wheeling a wheelbarrow full of corn stalks that you got.
That was
cut
when you
down.
were a spring chicken, just in your 80s.
Yeah, I used to work pretty good. The trouble is now is my legs.
Yep.
Problems with my legs.
Now you had a sore on one of your legs. Did you have Lyme disease?
Yes,
You did.
I had Lyme disease.
We talked to a man in Sutton who had it. He had it for a long time before they ever figured out what it was. And he had braces on his legs. He said it left him with arthritis.
Well, I had mine pronounced by my doctor, so
Yeah.
yeah.
That was pretty bad. So you must have gotten bitten by something.
Yeah, that's the reason I want to go out there and go look at all the trees, but I don't want to get a tick.
Oh, you had
Shingles
that?
is my biggest problem now.
Yeah. That comes back,
Yes.
comes and goes.
What are those? What are shingles?
They're little blisters that go around your waistline.
All around here,
They're
clear,
related to the chicken pox and
clear back into my back. But you know, I never did have chicken pox.
really? Huh.
All the rest of the family, I can remember, they got sick, and Dad and I had to take care of them, and I never did get it.
Huh. But you had a lot of other things the doctor used to come for though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when you flew in the airplane to Tucson, your sinuses
Yeah.
bothered you, but when you got there it kind of cleared up a little bit.
Well, we don't have all the vegetation that they have out here, so
Yeah.
we don't have really any vegetation.
But flying in the plane gave her a bad headache.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. Okay once you got there. It was just getting there.
I never would forget that trip to see the doctor. And of course we had to fly. That attendant, he just get in front of me and let me take a step, and he'd go back and take a step.
Yeah. Where did you have to fly to see the doctor?
But
Where did you have to go to see the doctor?
to what was out west, northwest.
Was that when you got the Lyme disease?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, everything cleared up?
Oh
You're
yes.
good.
So you can get rid of Lyme disease?
Huh?
You can get rid of Lyme disease?
Of course, they told me if once you had Lyme disease, that you'd probably get shingles.
Yeah, and you did.
And I did, and I do have it.
Yeah. She had the Lyme disease. She had to fly out west
You had to fly out west,
to
really?
find out that she had it.
Mayo's Clinic.
Oh, in the Mayo
Wow.
Clinic. Okay.
Wow.
In Cleveland or somewhere, Rochester, Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Yeah, Minnesota.
I guess they cleared it up for you?
Well, in one way, yes, I guess.
Left her with
Well,
shingles.
But I developed shingles.
Yeah.
Well, at least you got rid of the Lyme, I guess.
I remember
Well, I
Patty.
think it's still, that was
Yeah.
what gave me my problem with my legs, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on there? This
I
is
got-
this.
When we were in Colorado, we were walking around some high grass and I got bit by something and I still have a mark on me. And that was 2 weeks ago. So I hope I didn't get bit by a tick.
Oh my.
It itched for a long time. It doesn't itch anymore.
Put medication.
I put Neosporin ointment on it and washed it all the time. It doesn't itch anymore, but it looks red.
You never know what you're going to get.
No. Well, Patty was in Philadelphia to a meeting, and she flew out while I was out there to bring me home, and Laco did too.
She said it takes her daughter about 6.5 hours to drive here.
6.5, huh? Well, that'll be, well, we're going to go up to Gettysburg when we leave here.
Yeah, then we're going up to New York where his family is. Then we're going to go down through New England states and New York City. And then maybe we'll go by and visit Patty before we
Oh.
come down. I would like to see where she lives, her
If she's
area.
there.
Well, she might be down here. No, she comes down on weekends, doesn't she?
Oh, yes.
She's coming next weekend?
Yeah, we'll probably
Not
see.
only weekends, sometimes she comes and stays about a week, it depends. If
Yeah.
I have doctor appointments
Oh,
in
yeah.
Clarksburg.
Yeah.
Now, who does somebody take you grocery shopping?
Yeah, she does the
Oh,
grocery
okay.
shopping, and neighbors do the grocery
Yeah.
shopping.
That's nice.
That's
The
good.
neighbors bring me food.
That's good.
And fix your pills. Yeah.
That is good. That's nice. Yep.
I was just talking to him because you were born in '07,
Yes.
so you were around because we saw a lot of stuff on the way here, like the Pancho Villa thing. That was like what year? 1914.
Yeah.
So you were 7 years old when that happened.
Yeah. She's been around for a lot of history.
World War I and II.
Can you remember the First World War?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I worked at the stamp. You know, they had,
Oh, the stamps, yeah.
yes.
Yeah, food stamps and all those different stamps.
Ration stamps, yeah.
Wow.
Well, you were young then,
Yeah.
weren't you?
Yeah.
At
You-
one time.
We all get to be young once.
When you went to school, like high school, is that when your mother rented the house in Sutton?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because I don't think my dad ever went to school there. Did he? He went
Yes.
to, because,
He was in the grades.
well, he was in the little kids' school, the grade
Mhm.
school. Because I thought he just went to the Bale school when he was little.
Did you go to the church there in Sutton?
In Sutton.
Yeah, when you were there, did you go to church?
I went to Clarksburg, the church,
Oh.
and then when I was able, I attended the little churches here.
Yeah. So where did you teach school?
Well, I taught a one-room school down the creek here. And then when Lego was called to go for service, I taught up here, see this little old bricks building up here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I taught there.
Oh.
In fact, I was principal. Lego was principal until he was called to enlist for service.
Yeah.
And so I became principal of the school.
Wow. Wow.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
How long did you teach?
Oh, I don't know how many years now. Well, whenever that brick building caught on fire, then we had to have school in the church building there.
Yeah.
Is that brick building that's on the main road up there? The
Yeah.
one?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess
That's what
so.
she's talking about.
Did you teach when you lived in Clarksburg?
No, I didn't teach
Yeah.
there.
That's when you raised your children.
I did some volunteer when somebody, teacher had a leave or something. I'd do that.
Yeah.
She was born in '07, huh?
Yeah.
Gee.
07, and she got married in 31, and I got her marriage announcement from the
Oh,
paper.
you got the marriage announcement over there.
Yeah, she was amazed at that. Yeah.
Yeah. My mother and father married January 3rd, 1930. My mother and father.
And I declare.
Yep. And they got married, and then my dad got sick with TB. So they didn't have any kids until they got me in 1941. And then he died.
I wish I knew where to get a John Deere shirt like that.
I got this at J.C. Penney's.
I'd get it for that little kid.
He got that at J.C. Penney's.
Oh,
They actually had it there.
okay.
I didn't just happen to go there. I wasn't even planning on buying anything.
He's only about 5 years old. Well, I don't know whether he's quite 5 or not.
Yeah.
And
I think
he
we're at
comes
the-
down here a lot.
Oh, is he your
Patty's
grandson?
neighbor.
Oh, a neighbor.
John Deere. He loves John Deere equipment. And like Patty always has to bring him some piece of equipment, a car or
Yeah, that would be nice.
Well, they're
a
nice colors.
truck or
Yeah.
a dump truck or
He's just a little guy, huh?
Waco could have sold him something.
Yeah, they could have sold him a.
I'll tell Patty about that. So.
Yeah, I got it at J.C. Penney's a while back. I think we're at a disc space on here.
Oh, yeah?
Pettis.
It's in a little circle
Boy,
with
he'll think he is a
Probably has
owner
5
of the
minutes
truck
left, does it say?
if he has a John Deere shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's got 5 minutes left.
What is in the barn? Do you have equipment in the barn out there, or what the
What?
heck? What do you have out in that barn? Just farming equipment, or what? Out in your barn out there. Do
Do you keep anything in the barn?
Farming
Or is it empty?
Oh, no,
Yeah.
no.
Just
There's nothing.
okay.
It's ready to fall in.
I was gonna say,
I
yeah,
used to use the garage part
yeah.
until it got so old and ready to fall, and the granary
Yeah.
is too.
Yeah.
So
The granary's leaning a little.
Mhm.
Yes.
some good,
It looks like the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
some good strong wind will hit it over one.
Hey, it's drizzling out here.
You might get the rain.
A little drizzle.
There's the granary. And where's the barn? There's the barn, which is also falling over. It's starting to rain out here. I'm going to get a quick shot of everything around us, well, as much as I can. There's where Grace parties when she throws the big keggers. She throws keggers in that place. See, it's got all the necessities. She's got a bar to mix drinks. That's where she makes the corn whiskey, the moonshine, 300 proof. And this is what everything looks like. A whole lot of trees and grass. And you can't go into the trees because you can get ticks on you. And the ticks will give you Lyme disease sometimes, if you're lucky. There's the van. Let's see if we can catch any of those birds. No, I think the birds left because it's raining. There's the homestead. Let's see. We only got 2 more minutes here, so. There's the main road. And trees galore. Here's the front. I got 1 minute, so I think I'm gonna make it in and say bye to Grace.
You got a cell phone with a line to it, so I'll bet you there's no service out here.
Probably not.
All right,
Probably
I
not.
did the grand tour, and now I'm.
You're out of.
You probably should turn it off
Yeah.
because when we go into Maryland, you'll want to get a picture.
Well, we can put another
Oh, we
disc
can
in
charge
it.
it. Okay.
Only got
can't-
1 minute on this, so
Well, I was gonna call Martha, but our phones don't work here. I guess
Oh, you
they
know
don't
what
have
it says
Verizon.
here?
What?
You know, there isn't any juice left either.
Yeah, but it's because it's searching for service.
that's
It's
why
got a
there's no
line through
juice?
there. Yes.
Well, I guess I'm going to shut it off because it's 1 minute.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
But I want you to take a picture with the regular camera
All right.
of me and Aunt Grace.
Yes.
Because if it's going to rain, we're
You
probably
can,
going to
can
have
she
to
sit
get
there while
going.
you take the picture? Okay.
Stand up.
Excuse
All right.
me, I'm gonna have to get to the bathroom.
Oh.
Well, we're about ready to leave West Virginia, and out in that distance is Maryland. The very far western reaches of Maryland, but we're going to be going in the state pretty soon. We had quite a steep climb after we left Morgantown, and now we're coming down the other side of the peak. I don't know how high we were, but it was quite a steep climb. Doesn't look like anybody's used that runaway truck ramp lately. Must be getting some better brakes. 2 miles, right lane closed. We're still 2 hours and 57 minutes away from Gettysburg, but we're going to be stopping before then. It'll be cheaper probably somewhere not too close to Gettysburg.
Once we get into town, once we get in the state, we'll stop
Yeah.
and get on the book and see if we can.
All right. Stevie's listening to the bluegrass music that keeps fading in and out because the XM can't make it through the mountains. But he wanted to hear bluegrass before he leaves his state of his roots. But you gotta realize that Maryland is a state of some of your roots too. I'll turn this back on when we get a little closer to the border. Kentucky.
I want to go through a little bit of North Carolina too.
You do? Okay. Well, I guess we're close by when we're in Virginia Beach.
Probably about 15, 20 miles.
Friendsville, Maryland is 6 miles. Cumberland, 45. We're getting close here.
Yeah, we should be close to Marion.
Yep. Should be real close. Within the next couple miles, I'm sure. How you like the trip, little bear? Yes, I like it.
Oh, he loves it. He's been to Maryland before, I think.
No, he hasn't.
He hasn't.
No, he's only been to the Midwest and Canada and the
This
Northwest.
is his chance, then.
Yeah.
This is his chance to be a traveling bear.
Some ominous clouds over there. Well, this is my last sight of West Virginia for a while.
Yeah. West, my God, Virginia. Are we stopping in West Virginia on the way back, or what?
Just the very southern part that I've never been in before. It's a very eastern part. Oh, we're on a downhill grade. You know, I've always said when you leave West Virginia, you go downhill after that.
What happened to you?
Yeah. There's the sign, it must be.
There's Maryland at 65. Yep. We're in Maryland.
Maryland.
Maryland welcomes you. Enjoy your visit.
Hey, where's the next stop? I gotta take a leak.
So do I. Garrett County welcomes you. I wonder if it was named for Garrett Van Swearingen.
I think it was named for Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid.
Well, it doesn't look too much different here. So we're going to stop somewhere in just a little bit for a pit stop.
You need to stop now?
Hey, it's
Watch
the first
your
state
wallet.
that you've been in that touches the Atlantic.
Yeah. Just left our hotel, the Microtel in Hagerstown, Maryland. We're headed north on Interstate 81. Ultimate destination Gettysburg.
Mason-Dixon Road, look at that.
Mason-Dixon Road is
Exit
coming
1
up here.
mile.
So that means that we're almost in Pennsylvania.
1 mile.
Another state to check off. Of course, we've been here before, but not this part of Pennsylvania.
This is the part I've been through. But I hadn't been through that road up to this junction. There it is. There's the sign up there.
There's a signpost up ahead.
State Line Hotel. I didn't even realize it was that close.
And West Virginia is probably almost as close, well, closer.
This is the Mason-Dixon Road right here.
So we're going up north right now.
When you cross over that line, Stevie, that's the Mason-Dixon line right there. State of Independence. We're back in Yankee land.
A little bit of a view of what Pennsylvania looks like. Pretty much like what Maryland looked like about 5 minutes ago.
You mean Curly's wife?
Yeah, Maryland. There's some corn growing alongside the road. Green Castle. American Legion Memorial Highway. And we are on our way. On our way to Gettysburg. Well, we're arriving in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania right now. The town of Gettysburg is totally surrounded by the national park. They've got monuments everywhere. So we're going to find our way to the visitor center.
Auto tour is right there.
Should be coming up. There's a turn coming up, 2,500 feet. Wow, look at that building.
Is it a school?
Yeah,
School, I guess
it's still being used as a school or something.
Just go straight here?
Yeah.
You wanna go? There's a Mexican lady. I wonder if her people were in the map.
Yeah. The Alamo.
Immediately, you will have reached your destination.
I think the turn is coming up here. Of course, I didn't program in the visitor center, so it could just be telling me to go to Gettysburg.
East Home Valley there.
if there was much of a town here there at that time, was there?
I thought there was. I don't know.
Maybe.
I guess I don't know.
There's Snyder's of Hanover snacks. Remember we had the Snyder's of
Right.
Berlin snacks.
America's pretzel.
Stevie, you might want to wake up. We're in Gettysburg. Stevie. Okay. We're stuck in traffic in Gettysburg. There we go. Well, I guess not.
Founder of Free Public Schools. He moved from here in 1842. And that's it. I guess he lived right there. Now these were probably all private residences, I guess, huh?
Probably. We could have stayed there. I think that would have cost a couple bucks. Go to the right over here.
Turn to the right.
That way. Civil War books, Civil War art, gifts and souvenirs.
Enjoy a fancy.
There's the cigar club.
You have reached your destination.
Straight ahead.
Yeah, 1 mile. Middle Street. I want to see the top street.
I can hear the speech at Gettysburg. Mr. Lincoln. I wonder where he made the speech.
I'm sure that they'll have. I'm sure that they'll have that marked off.
Be nice.
There's High Street. So Low Street must have been back that way.
High and low, yeah. High, low, and low. We're on Baltimore Street.
An old church. It's an Episcopal church. Church of England. This town's whole economy has to do with this war.
Okay, where to now?
Straight ahead.
Get some nice homes here.
Steinway.
Baltimore is only 54 miles.
O'Rourke's Family Eatery.
There's the trolley. Hall of Presidents. There's the tour center.
Hall of Presidents.
National Cemetery. No vehicles. Gettysburg Address. Nearby, right here.
Yes, remember he consecrated the cemetery?
Out here.
It said it was 1 mile after we turned off. So should be up pretty close. As soon as I see some kind of sign up there. What these signs say. Let's go around the curve and see what there is. And if not, then we already passed it.
There's some golf around there. Good golfing.
Another monument. Look at the walls.
What?
These walls right here.
Yeah.
They're probably old.
Just keep going?
Well, go until you can turn around.
I couldn't.
That's what I already said that before.
Oh, you already said that before. I missed that.
Yeah, you did.
Told me to turn around. You're like a football.
There's a flag up there. There's a flag up there.
Yeah, I see a flag up there. Gettysburg Warrior.
Can't even see out this window. There's so many bugs on it.
I think it probably was back there where those bus stores were. But I don't know. Let me look at it.
Well, I gotta find the page again. Somehow it got closed. Let me turn this off. We're at the Gettysburg Battlefield National Park. And it's huge. There's no way you could see it all in one day.
Yeah, because you know what it made?
But Dave wants to see the high water mark on Cemetery Ridge. So after getting directions several times, we're on our way.
Positions that all these regiments had. Oh, where they were spotted? Yeah. Okay. You know, you don't just
July 3rd, almost the anniversary.
Now they got the this regiment recruited from Philly. This is a Luftwaffe.
Well, this is a ridge. That's for sure. Cemetery Ridge, I guess, which is an appropriate name. Gettysburg National Military Park.
Let's see what that says. What does it say, sir? Did you read it?
When it was established. Alexander Hayes. Looks like he's ready to go do battle. Battle of Gettysburg. He was killed in 1864 at the Battle of the Wilderness, Virginia. Here's the 126th New York Infantry. Probably your great-grandfather was selling horses for him, or to them. Look at, they have an authentic Kentucky Fried Chicken over there.
You get the chicken right from the colonel.
Too bad. Yeah, the
chicken
Kentucky Colonel. I guess he got his last laugh, huh?
Yeah, but
The Kentucky Colonel is still standing.
they said he was never a colonel.
Yeah, but he was from Kentucky.
He was.
And he took over right here on the battlefield where his people couldn't succeed.
Well,
He
wait a
did.
minute. The Kentucky was a northern state.
Yeah, it was southern.
Harper's Ferry, look at that. Happened all the way.
Uh,
This is where my great grandfather.
They shouldn't have let them. They shouldn't have let them down in the Virginias.
My great grandfather was in every one of these battles selling stuff to everybody.
Yeah.
Hey, want to buy this? Hey. Well, he was from Massachusetts, so he probably said, I parked the car in the garage.
I'm gonna say, what's a car?
Yeah.
He would have needed a translator.
I think that's the cyclorama.
So what'd they fight down there?
All
Oh,
over.
this is the ridge, I think. This is Cemetery Ridge.
They fought all over Gettysburg battlefield.
But this was the high point. This is as far as they got. The rebels did not get any farther than this. This is the turning point of the war here. That's why I want to see it. This is what everything changed because of this. You know, like they said,
There's another New York.
New York, there we are, our boys. Look at them there, hiding down there, getting ready to go. I would have been hiding down there on the ground with them.
When they say, come on, we're ready to go, you say, I'm just gonna wait here.
Look, let me wait here. I gotta sell them something. Me and my grandpa's gonna sell some stuff. We're waiting for the Confederates.
Military, no, auxiliary to the Sons of the Union Veterans. Memorial to the Grand Army of the Republic. Here we are up at the high water mark on Cemetery Ridge. Down below there is where Pickett's charge came forward, and they had all these New York regiments in the front. Stevie says the West Virginia regiments were smart because they sent the New Yorkers up front. Ninth New York Infantry, the Garibaldi Guards. Second Brigade. 12th New Jersey. Did you get any pictures over there?
Not too much.
We're up on the ridge, the highest
He
point.
said, Dad, they
At the
don't
statue
go
of
through
General
the show.
Meade.
They keep doing the same thing.
Yeah. They did the same scene like for like an hour. It was
What
like one
scene? In what?
The new Munsters.
The new Monsters.
Stevie was watching them because they had the TV in there, closed circuit TV.
Oh yeah.
While he was waiting for me, he said, oh, they'll like this. Put it on front of the TV.
This is the high water mark, Cemetery Ridge. Is that the copse over there?
Could be. They're all apple trees though. Look at grove.
It's more of a grove than a copse.
That could have been. But those Confederates never made it up there to get them out.
So the Confederates came here and they just waited.
Yeah, I mean, that's all they did. What are you going to do? They knew they were going to fight. You want to fight somebody where you're going to win.
Virtue, independence, Virtue, liberty, and independence.
I always said, you know, if you're fighting somebody, even in a bar, make sure he comes to you. And when he comes to you, you'll get him. Don't go to him. You don't have to go to him. Let him come to you. And when he comes up, then you take him out.
Okay, we left Cemetery Ridge and we walked back to the visitor center, and now we're crossing the street to go to Gettysburg National Cemetery. And I've got 5 minutes left on here. Hi.
Here.
Oh, thank you.
It's got a little
Thank you. Good. And that's where it gave the Gettysburg Address.
You know, I always remember seeing a picture of him giving the Gettysburg Address.
Yeah.
And I thought there were houses around. Huh?
Well, there could have been, but not in the cemetery.
Well, yeah, obviously. But it looked like he was in the middle of a street. Maybe I don't know.
No. This is the cemetery at Gettysburg. And actually the real place where Lincoln spoke was about in the middle of the cemetery. Well, yeah, but you got to walk all around.
What time is it?
2:27. We'll go here in just a minute. This was erected by the state of Ohio, this monument.
You know, if we go up by, they always used to have those clam cakes and crab cakes up by Enola. When I had to leave my car there many years ago, you know.
That's the visitor center over there. Yeah, you like it here, Stevie, because they have little signs telling you what all the trees are. It's probably because this monument was erected by the Ohioans.
Yeah. What is a buckeye? A nut, huh?
It looks like it. We're about ready to leave Pennsylvania, the northern end, go into New York. After we left Gettysburg, it was interesting seeing the Susquehanna River, but that was about all we saw, besides trees. So we're almost to the border. I'll turn it back on then.
New York, the Empire
Right there in
State.
New York, the Empire State. I hope I got it. Well, we just entered New York from Lawrenceville, Pennsylvania.
Yes, it's $2.99 there.
Another river. I can't remember what river it said it was, but there's one river after another here.
Hand use of telephone or something.
Yeah, you can't talk on your cell phone while you're driving. Click it or ticket, seatbelt laws. Yeah, this looks like the Big Apple.
Yeah, that looks like New York.
Yeah, this is just what you think of when you think of New York. Bugs on the windshield.
This is the big city. The big
Skunks. We can't get that on the video, but skunks. There's a cemetery. I guess they have those here too.
Well, they have older dead people here, like they have older dead people there.
But we saw some really old friends though in West Virginia.
We still have friends that go way back.
Yeah. Well, actually, they were in Maryland. So how far are we from Hornell, do you think?
I don't think we're very far. You can clue it in, so I know where I'm going.
Okay, I gotta turn this off anyway. Just It's Thursday, June 28th, and we're spending our second full day in Fairport. And of course, here we are at the infamous Oxbow of the Erie Canal. Billy Foster and Dave and Stevie out here at the site of Dave's younger days. Of course, if he could have, he would have had that beer in his younger days.
With Margie. That's when we were young and in love.
Yeah, we used to hide in the trees.
Hide in the trees and swing naked.
Yeah, it was a good place. It was very wild around. The jungle. The jungle out here.
Mm-hmm.
It is a jungle.
I see that.
You hear the screaming monkeys and the roaring tigers.
You ready to go swimming, Stevie? Looks like you'd sink in the muck. It's pretty nasty looking. I know.
Remember that ride at Disneyland where you go back, 50 million years or whatever?
Yes. They have the dinosaur dragonflies.
No, you weren't sure. How can you be sure when you're 7?
I knew what it was. It was the cockles of my heart.
Nice piece of driftwood there from the van. Take it home with you.
Yeah, we might have room for it in the van.
I do that. We take the rocks and drift it home.
Take that wood home and you could say it's Oxbow wood.
Black widow's going on.
There is a black widow on it?
Something. Widow's here.
Yeah, it looked like a black widow. It moved a lot faster, but it was smaller.
Spiders, but there's no black widows. They can't tolerate a full planet.
There's some blackberries.
Like a full planet.
What?
I jumped in the grass.
Hey, just
Pretty
It's the
gnarly
kind of
looking spider.
spiders that eat grasshoppers.
when do
I used to have these big webs, and I put my grasshopper in, the spider come out and they tie
what
it all up.
do they call
suck his
these
guts
kind
out.
of berries, Billy? These are not the blackberry. These are like the
Wild
black caps.
Wild raspberry.
They're wild raspberries. Okay.
We got it growing in our yard here.
Yeah,
We
that's
also
what we,
got a lot of these little ferns growing.
but
Yeah.
they were black.
Pop up everywhere.
I can't get ferns to grow.
Hey, look, that tree's actually still alive. Look.
I cut my fern.
Oh
Yeah.
it
Oh.
is. It
Cottonwood
is so
trees.
alive.
Cottonwood trees are hard to kill.
Yeah.
You kill part of it, but the other part takes time.
We got them in California, and they look like the gnarliest trees.
Cottonwood trees growing in Alaska. They're trying to grow in Florida everywhere. They got that fluffy stuff coming up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Where was it? Was it in South Dakota that we had that stuff all over us from the cottonwood trees?
Yeah. It just finished doing that. Here.
You want to go sit on a log and sniff my hair?
You probably do berries on the cement now. Look at that. Hey, you could go along here for miles. They cut them. They have a trail that goes along.
Were these power poles here when you were a kid?
They've been here forever.
Here's some berries.
Look how rusty they are.
Yeah, that one's really old.
These are sort of right. Look at. Oh, we got some that are right.
You know what happened up in Canada? Watch it. You got poison ivy here.
Look at.
Dave, you got poison ivy here. Poison ivy right here.
I just brushed against
Right
that.
here. Don't go here.
I just brushed against it.
All right, I think I did too.
I just brushed
Hey, Dad,
against
it's poison
it.
ivy all over here.
Yeah,
no.
I just brushed against it.
Right here. Have a berry.
I want you to find a zip walking on it.
What? I'm getting out of this poison ivy.
I know what it looks like. They warned us not to come here. It's best to stay out of this.
Here. Have one of these.
Yeah, you got poison ivy.
These are the kind.
I don't want to touch anything that's illegal.
Good.
Poison ivy.
No, this is the berries.
I know.
Well, let's see if my legs break out.
Yeah, because I brushed it right there, and I can
Did you feel it, Arnie?
I feel it tingling, but I don't know if it's my imagination or not.
No, the rubbing up. No, I think Mike cut the oil that you got it on.
I didn't touch it.
I don't want you to get
I
I
did.
really have a lot of alcohol.
It rubbed against my leg. I wasn't watching where I was walking.
Doesn't leave you blind?
Makes you blind and dumb. Give me some. Did you taste that berry?
Yeah.
That's not. See, he calls them black raspberry. Those are the kind. Those are the kind we used to pick. Very
Well, it's only if you touch it, because the oil stays on your skin. And it's only if you rub the oil all over your body.
No, my aunt used to get it if she walked anywhere near where they were burning poison ivy. She got it inside her body.
No, I know people can get it.
She was highly allergic.
I don't think I am.
I haven't got it for years. I've touched it and I haven't even got it. By accident.
I'm allergic to a lot of stuff,
We
so.
walked past that shit when we were up in the, where the hell were we? We're walking around.
In Point Pleasant, but we saw it there and we didn't walk through it.
But I mean, we were close.
I didn't see it until it was, when we were already up there. I looked down. I recognized it immediately. When I see it. We used to have it in our back lot in Fairport.
Did you kill it?
I tried. It wouldn't die. I'd kill it and it would come right back up again.
Yeah.
I used to put poison on it, you know, to kill it, weed kill it. It would die. And then about a week later it was coming right back up.
Let me take a look here. I'm going to take a
Can I film it?
Take a picture. That would be an X-rated film. If you do get poison ivy, put calamine lotion on it.
Yeah.
Because you're going to need an ocean of calamine.
Calamine lotion.
Yeah, look at it, it's freaking everywhere.
Yeah, it does grow everywhere. Grows up the trees.
I showed you the poison ivy. See?
That's it too, isn't
If
it?
you look out in the trees.
Is that it?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
The tree
huge.
leaves. Always look for the
That's
tree leaves.
huge.
I dare you to go run in there and go like
It
this.
grows there, and it grows right here too.
Yeah.
see?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
all over the place.
And it grows along the canal over the other side.
We had it all over.
My
It'll grow
sister,
all over.
she's got a big woods by her house, and she used to get logs and burn them up. She used to catch poison ivy all the time.
Yeah.
And my niece Tracy, she was been covered with it before. She lives in a woods full of poison ivy.
You got it already?
Doesn't show up right away.
Night shot. I must.
Yeah, she's
How old is she?
82.
82.
She's 82.
Is she
Look,
still
did you
taking
take
care
a
of people?
picture of my yard
Did you get
here?
a good picture of Florence there with that?
I got a picture of her peeking over the top of her car.
Did you get a picture
I got
of my
two.
yard here?
I'm getting a picture of your yard right now.
This is my yard right here.
As we speak.
Covered with muck here.
Yeah, all kinds of insects.
The backyard here.
It looks like you have.
Look at,
Oh, somebody moved into your property.
look at, you know, I used to live here, you guys.
There's some
I
babies.
said, not no
See?
more.
If you go a little further, some,
Looks like you
Yeah, we
have
had
some
some
more
babies.
land more than you used to have.
there's a second generation of babies. There's
Ah.
the first generation over in the creek. These
Yeah,
are a little
there's,
bigger.
yeah, there's some little babies over
They're
there.
almost getting to
Quack,
be
quack.
Quack, 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 quack.
Quack, quack, quack. Says, you
So
did
shut
some
up.
Poor imitation, I'm going to leave you. Look at, they
Let's
love
get
that
outta here.
mucky shit down there.
We find a lot of bugs here.
Yeah, look
Did you have all this dirt here, all this land?
No, I don't. You know what I
It-
think was here? There was something here in between.
Is that your front porch right there?
This is my front porch. Yeah. This is my front stoop. When you open this up,
And you went from there to your front stooper.
right in here.
So they're actually swimming in your living room. And those poles right there and here, did they used to hold your house up?
See how those timbers are rotting away there? That
Yeah.
looks like my mom and dad's house in Florida with the termite damage. They're chewing up that house.
Back and put in our yard.
I'm going to have to take a still picture here too of it.
It's mostly dry rot or wet rot in places of water. Plus, he's got a little dock there that I never would walk on.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to walk on that.
Doesn't look too safe.
You look like you'd be going for a swim.
Not a very nice swim either.
So
A
when we
horrible
used to
swim.
go, when we used to go here, the back dock, you could dive in the water.
Huh?
You could swim.
look at all those termites.
Ooh,
Termites?
Jesus.
Those are eating your house. 12 termites. Those are termites.
Those guys are hungry.
They're ants.
They're eating my house.
Those are ants.
Oh, whatever they are. They're still eating.
Aren't
my
the termites white? Unless they have different termites here.
No, they're red ants.
Your first place you lived on, Oxbow, fell in the water, didn't it? Or no, number one did, so you became number one.
They have little ants like that
Number
that
one
fire
burned.
ants, and you find out why when one of them bites you, it feels like your leg is
Number
on
one was
fire.
the rainbow.
If 1,500 of them bite you, your whole body.
What was that?
What'd you
It's
find?
called an Oxbow experience.
Whoa, what is that? A cherry?
Looks like it.
Do you know there are no other humans
the
on the
cherries
face
right
of this earth,
Probably that's
except for a
cherries.
few here? They're having an Oxbow experience right now.
Yeah, Oxbow
Is that on
experience.
film?
Now, are these
Yes.
elderberries?
No, I wish they were.
Can you eat them?
No. The black ones we can eat. The black ones.
Do you want to know something else?
What's that?
People who live in these $500,000 houses over here probably don't even know this exists. Did you see how well hidden it was?
Yeah.
It's tucked away.
You could barely find the road.
You could just about see this house here. And they've
These people don't know how good it is here.
They don't know. You want to take a look at the other half of the Oxbow?
Yeah.
Yeah, where you used to live.
We'll go up there.
I wonder if that's one of your posts.
Look at, so come
What?
here. There they are.
Oh, is that?
Younger.
Oh, the younger ones.
They're tiny ducks.
Yeah. They're coming over here because they hear us. They say, is it time to eat? Dinner time.
It's a Russian duck food.
Quack, quack.
Most people feed them white bread, which is very dangerous.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Do I have something crawling on my neck, or is that a hair that's...
Is white bread bad for him?
Right
or
there.
over here?
That's just the poison ivy taken home.
Yeah.
The poison
What?
ivy.
The tip.
Quack, quack. Florence probably feeds
What the
them
hell is
up
that
there.
Canadian's name?
Oh, yeah.
Can we drive up there? Or not?
There's some comedian, he was like,
I think you got it now.
he said,
I don't
but
think
I went
I think
to
the road ends
Wendy's.
right here now.
I saw some ducks, I went to Wendy's, I wanted to feed them some bread, so I asked for a
Where the
bun.
Rhine Bowls used to live, there's a big house.
I said, hey, can I have a bun? They said,
beautiful.
They said, no, it's going to be 50 cents. He said, well, I just want to feed some ducks with it. And they said, oh, in that case, here, you could have it. And he said, so apparently ducks eat free at Wendy's.
They never was hard to take them off because they were stuck to them.
They used to bathe in the canal. They swam right in there. Stewie was there. Stewie came to my birthday party here, and the little girl, one of my little girlfriends, he went over and kissed her, and I was enraged. And Stewie was kissing my girlfriend.
First experience of jealousy.
Oh yeah, I said, why is he doing that?
All the emotions.
Well, the emotions came to a
All
head.
the sins they talk about in the Bible. Jealousy, rage,
Envy,
bad body odor,
sloth.
That's Minerva Deland Middle School up there on the hill.
lack
Yep,
of deodorant.
it's all up there. Up there where Maury Filkin
That's
used
a
to
pretty
pick
old
berries and where he blew his brains out up in
Yeah,
the
he
little house.
shot
up
himself.
Here's the little
That's
truck
a
that was probably here back when you were here.
that's a pretty
there.
old
Little truck.
Look, a fresh-faced youth just walked by. He just ran by. He's
Oh.
on the track right up there.
Oh, really?
How old do you think they're?
He didn't even know what's going on.
Yeah, I could be. It probably wasn't there when I was here, but it probably was parked there.
It was probably somebody's car that they were driving back then.
Yeah? Over
Where
here?
the track, right there.
For the school.
Ran by on the track.
Oh yeah?
And he looked like a suburbanite, a yuppie. A yuppie-ish
He didn't
kid.
look like I did.
And he looked a little bit over this way, but he didn't know what was here.
So what are those people doing down there in that wild country?
The real life was down here, living in this swamp.
Well, we left the Oxbow and now we are walking up the hill. I'm talking to my camera to the Center Cemetery. Early burial ground established in 1813 on land given by Lyman Baker, town of Perrington.
Parker.
Oh, Barker. See, I can't even read with glasses.
They keep the cemetery there.
Yeah, they keep it nice.
Right over here. I remember where it was, man.
Because he got to be a father finally.
Then when this is not.
That's the son of these two people. That's your grandfather.
This way. You're going this way.
This way, you're standing on him. This is your grandfather, and that's your great-grandfather.
He died in 1959.
This is it here. This is the grave, I think.
They usually face the headstones towards the grave.
No. This is it.
Because some of the ones in West Virginia were like...
Look at, here's the little Adams. It's covered.
Did your
Who's the little Adams?
A baby that died.
Oh.
He had a short life. Now this man here was born in 1882. My grandfather was born in 1882, and he passed away in 1970.
Yep.
He was 95.
And there's the farm. It used to look down over their farm.
That's your dad, didn't it?
My phone?
Yes.
That's a short
Say
one.
hello.
He was only, how old was he? 30?
His dad was 36.
You know where that's from?
You left it there last time.
What's that?
That little stone. I brought it all the way from Eureka Springs, Arkansas, from her mother's and father's grave.
It's still there?
Still there.
Wow.
Right there. That stone right there. Who is it?
They didn't touch it with a lawnmower, huh?
Text from
Oh, that's a text message to you.
You might want to put it closer, huh, Bill?
Yeah.
Because the lawnmower could get it.
Well, I hadn't gotten it in the last 4 years.
It's like they're tipped a little, aren't they? This one looks like it's tipped a little.
Probably.
He's got a tooth.
Bank up like Tiny Fay Baker.
Man.
Then she started crying, her mascara started running, you know? All running on this big black streaks going down. People did that on purpose.
Saturday Night Live, they used to show Tiny
they
Fay
overdid
Baker,
it.
and they had the water squirting out.
Stevie, read that out loud while I film this. We're gonna. This is
I remember that.
Dad's
I'm gonna recite.
most memorable one.
Here we go.
You can't.
Okay.
You can hardly see
Oh,
it.
reader, as you pass by, as I am now. Okay,
Start
oh, reader, as you pass by, as you are now, so once
Was I?
I think it's I.
As I.
As I am now, so you must be prepared for death and follow me.
And that's November 1st, 1821, in the 36th year of her age. Hannah, consort of John Peters. And you did a fine job, Steve. Fine job.
It's my new day job.
Of course, I should have recorded the gospel song that Dad was doing here.
You mad,
Some nice purple flowers.
Aren't those sweet peas?
Yeah, sweet pea. Sweet pea. Like that little kid in Popeye, sweet pea.
That's right, sweet pea.
Little kid with the little
Thing that crawled around all the time. Yeah.
Underwear or pajamas all the time.
Well, everybody's here, you know. Since I've left, they're still here.
That's right. Including the rock that you left last time.
Not yet anyway.
See if we can get another shot of that rock. Man, can't even focus in on it.
You should always have stones on it.
Well, contrary to popular belief, when people die, they
Stone
don't
right
stay
there.
here. They don't stay here.
Well, their bodies rot here.
Just the body.
Which rocks are those? Just ones you found?
Made out of dirty water, right? Mostly whatever you see around. The wood, like the trees and the grass.
I see you purposefully forgot one.
Only a thing for you to move around in while you're here in this world. The rest of it,
That's the only thing for you to abuse of alcohol.
you can do anything you want to. It's your body. You have perfect free will. Not perfect, but it's free will.
Well, Laura, we're going to go see your folks.
It can't be perfect because there is no
I'm going to go see the brother and the
There's no
son
such thing
here.
as perfect and there's no such thing as normal.
Yep. It's all relative.
There's a lot of things in relativity. Yes, Einstein would tell you. Yeah, there it is.
Huh?
My life, if this guy would have lived, would have been totally different.
Yeah.
I gotta take some pictures here. I might as well not have brought my camera.
You taking pictures
Tired.
of old guys in here?
Yeah, I'm taking pictures of the old
Notice I
guys.
said old guys. I didn't say old
Boy, I'm
guys.
glad you pluraled it.
Well, I've joined you. I'm on Social Security.
Yeah.
You know, this week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the 27th was my first day.
Oh, you
When-
just started.
He got his first check on Wednesday.
I've now joined the real old guys.
Retirees. Good for you.
Stevie, get up and let Uncle Tom sit
No,
there.
it's all right. That's
You better let her anyway. I'm reading. I'm studying up on my Fairport history.
Yeah, that's a nice book.
I've joined you, Helen. I've joined, it's a momentous occasion, the 27th, which was his anniversary incidentally, right?
Yeah.
I am now on Social Security.
27.
I got a check.
Wow.
What am I gonna do with all that money?
Well,
Huh?
I've been getting them for years.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Never
Too much
seen
it'll
it.
come.
I think it's gone already.
By the time they
That comes
take
and
out,
goes.
Yeah.
what they take out and
It's like
everything.
Medicare.
We had the co-captains of the
I am now
1939
officially
football
the
team.
guy. I told him I am officially
listen
the
to
guy
it.
because I'm getting so
Indeed.
secure.
Yeah.
My social
Remember Roger
security
was the
checks are right
youngest
here.
of
It
a
came in- it comes and
bunch of
goes.
kids.
My daughter called up one day and she said,
Comes in, goes out.
well, she said, I'm old enough now, I can join AARP.
That's rough when your daughter
I
said
joined
it.
the AARP when I was 55, you know?
My oldest
That
daughter
was a long
is
time ago.
44.
44.
I wish I was 55
44, and then I
again.
got 43, and
I
then
just turned
40.
69.
And then Rich, my stepson Rich is
It's as old
35, will
as
be
I've ever
36.
been.
And then Davey
You're only
is
about 10 years.
25 and a half.
and he'll be
Oh, God.
24 in September.
You know,
you're
everybody says
60
they never feel it.
5?
I'm 65.
I didn't know if you had to be 65 to get
You had to be 65 in 8 months.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I knew it was different.
You know, it isn't the same. She'll have, because she's only 54,
Yeah,
she'll have to be
yeah.
66.
And I'm not gonna wait. I'm gonna go for 62. I'll take the cut.
She'll
Yeah.
take the cut.
That's
She,
what I did.
I don't blame you.
next
I don't blame
year,
you. I-
she can retire next year. She just got a promotion.
Yeah.
In this new school, it's a brand new school, and she's gonna be the head of security for the school. So, it's kind of a promotion that the guy asked for her and everything, you know, the principal.
Well, it is a promotion.
Yeah, it is a promotion.
Good.
And so, but as of her birthday in March, she will have she'll be the
I'll be
age.
the minimum
and have
age.
and have the time in. So she can get a pension from the school, but she won't be able to get Social Security.
Won't be able to draw it, yeah.
So,
And if it weren't for the fact that I've got my health insurance with him, I wouldn't be able to retire. Because that's the problem. People can't retire until they qualify for Medicare unless they have something else.
One of the co-captains of the 1939
When in March
football
is your
team.
birthday?
16th.
Fairport.
16th.
oh yeah, well this
March
is
is
a
a big
Fairport
month for us.
Yeah, Los Angeles. That's
March,
his brother.
in the spring and in the fall, our son David is the 19th.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
one of his grandsons is on the
Ah,
15th. His granddaughter's on the
That
21st.
is a great
Yeah, we
book.
got
Oh, yeah.
mine. Or Lori's first,
Where'd you get that?
and then mine, and then
And
Aaron,
I
our
got it as a
granddaughter.
Christmas gift from my
And,
sister.
I
They're
got it there one
down in
day.
Her
Fairport.
brother,
I think she
Her
probably
her dad
got
was
it.
in March.
I don't know if she got it
Nancy,
for
her,
some days,
March.
but
got my
they
A
had
whole
it.
bunch of family that were March
Yeah,
birthdays.
Yeah, the
We
other
should
end of
get
the
that
the
book,
line
so
is.
we
I
should
was
get-
looking for it yesterday. I bet it's at Barnes and Noble. If we stop like at a bookstore, I bet they have it.
See, we can do.
See, where I was yesterday was a used
See,
bookstore.
I like that
Never-
book.
Yeah, that's a nice book.
This is when they were tearing the building
They
down.
even got a picture of Hawk in there.
Oh yeah.
Yes, yes.
The Hawk.
renewal.
Yeah, that's a
Well,
nice
you couldn't have a book about Fairport without having the hawk.
Isn't it, Alice got us that, didn't she, for Christmas?
Yeah, I got another one up here too.
Says he was a cook in the army. And that's
Joey Fiondak.
They're tearing the buildings down. Look at that.
Joey Fiondak went to the Hawk's funeral,
1975.
and he said when they were carrying him out, a big hawk was up in the tree. That's what he said.
Now, which one is that one?
This is the
I
Erie
believe it.
Canal. This is
Well, this is an earlier one.
Yeah.
This is like, yeah. Look at these books. This is what we need.
Yeah, we need to go to a bookstore. Because I was looking for that specifically.
She
We
gave
need
it
to go
to us
to the
in
Best Buy. And
Baltimore.
I already got the
Theater.
stuff I needed at Best Buy.
well,
The
you gotta be
Temple
fine.
Theater,
Yeah.
right there.
Oh, yeah, spent a lot of time there.
Yeah, we did. We all did.
That's where you get
Saturday
to
afternoons.
My stepson's got a store right in that little building to the left of the front end.
Oh,
see
that's,
that, Stevie?
He just
Yeah,
opened
that's
up a
Temple
window
Theater.
shade. Him and his wife
Yeah.
just opened up a
That's
window
where you
shade.
got to hug the girls.
yeah.
Where was
Sometimes
Yeah,
at the
the
Temple
theater.
Theater.
Hopefully you'd have the right
You must have been hugged at the Temple Theater.
that? I don't think so.
Ah,
I don't
Used to
think
get-
so. I think
Used to see a double
that's about
feature
it. You know, that's about it. That's all
Yeah,
you
yeah,
do.
right there.
and all the common attractions on Saturday
the only
afternoon.
thing I remember
And I
when
think it was a
was
quarter
older
at that
was-
time.
Yeah.
And I wanted to see this
But
movie.
you saw 2 movies.
And
plus
he didn't
the-
have any
No, it's only
money.
$20.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
Yeah, the popcorn is 10 of that, I think.
And I
Geez,
said,
they
"All
get
right,
more for a
I'll
thing of
pay
popcorn
our way
than they do for
back."
a
But he
Yeah.
was
movie
really
almost.
hurt because he couldn't spend, he
Yep.
didn't have
I know, I see families go in there and you
how
think,
they were in those
you know, they
days.
got 4 or
See, I
5
didn't
tickets to
take
buy
after
and then they
it
got the
that way.
popcorn and the
I
big
just
soft
said, you
drinks.
do? Let's
Yeah,
go.
we
They're
went
looking
there.
at
Yeah,
$100 bucks or
$100
better, probably.
Yeah, after tickets and food for a whole family, it's
That
like
is
gotta be
great.
pushing
You saw-
$100.
You see this one, Scully, right?
Boy, you wonder.
Yeah, but it's always nice to see it again.
Look,
Of course, it's like-
Did you see this?
Yeah.
This is the other one.
Oh.
This is the
This-
earlier one.
Okay.
We got a big long book.
Yeah, they're nice books. Every now and then
And it's
That's right.
yeah,
You gotta
just
take a
around
look.
to the left, David.
Oh, yeah.
The
When
push
you
button
open
is the
almost
light.
out. It is out.
Built a new bridge and that was new
It's
then.
quite a historical town, really.
Oh,
It
yeah.
really is.
I
Thought
paused
we
and
were
I
gonna
could
see it. It was,
Yeah, it was a different one. the one
Yeah,
that-
it
it
was a
was the
different
truck.
Yeah, but a guy was pushing the truck.
Yeah, that's
No,
me.
no, he wasn't pushing the truck.
This
He
was a
was,
younger.
Yeah.
I was looking
Right,
for the
sorry,
guy
yeah.
pushing
but
the
it was
truck,
a
right,
younger
but
guy.
this was, that black woman, I think I told you, she.
Yeah. Well,
upped
she's
something
in all
after you
three
were
of them.
gone. Is she?
She opens all three of them.
Oh, okay.
She's making the money. That chick is making the money. She's getting triple what I'm getting. And I've probably gotten, what, about $6,000 so far on it?
I don't know why you don't get into these horrible, car
Oh, I
ads
wish,
that they have here.
Ah.
Make you.
you get
You-
so
I even
sick
called up one
of
night, I said, would you take the
I mean, the
off
local ones?
Fusillo.
Yeah, it was like my wife.
Yeah,
was
how
all-
they-
we go
Oh,
to
I
the
can't
supermarket,
stand that
we
man.
take
Yeah,
that screeching
yeah.
music out
He
of
is
the
so
out of the
obnoxious.
sunlight.
He's
They
on
did.
constantly.
They did once at
He's
top
on every
before-
channel.
That must be a prerequisite for doing car commercials. Be obnoxious.
She has a guy from her school that she graduated with, and who is it, Joey?
Joey Morales. They call him
Joey Morales.
Smoking Joe Morales.
Smoking Joe,
But you know,
come
he-
on down, the Smoking Joe.
But he's not like most of them. Most of those commercials are overdubbed.
And they're trying to do a little tap dance.
Trying to-
I did a nice car one for her,
They know
but
they're
it
no
only
good,
showed
they
in
don't
the Phoenix
They're
area.
taking all kinds of
But I did a
money.
real
the
nice
idea.
one.
They
Well,
can-
our
they can
daughter
sing
said
and
they're up in- he's up in Buffalo.
When they get up there and scream and yell like that, he's jumping up and down, he's playing the guitar, he's doing all
That
that
isn't
stuff.
gonna make me buy anything.
That's not gonna get me interested in going to his dealership, I'll tell you.
I called up one night, David, I said, would you please get that man off the television?
You know where I buy my cars? I buy them for private owners out of the front yard.
So you got the thing I
They
wrote
really
down,
honest.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I stuck it in my pocket.
What we're gonna do,
Say, well,
I'm
I
gonna
don't
go
buy that.
call, I'm gonna go over to his house.
I got
I'm gonna get my videos, cause
front
they
yard,
wanna see
front
these
yard.
videos.
The last one I got is a
That's
very
kind of
good
right.
Did you get hold of it
George
all right?
Hogan.
Yes,
Who I played
yes,
with for
and I'm gonna
6
go,
years.
I'm gonna drive your
On the
shot.
corner of
It's at the other
Mansfield
side
Road
of
in
town,
Westbury
but
Road.
I don't give a
Place
shit.
called Mulligan's. It's a
We'll go over there.
it's a
Billy's
Maybe we can
golf driving range.
Oh, yeah.
Stop.
They have a bar attached to it. They have
Look
a dance
at some
floor.
of
They
the
play there.
locations on the way.
Yeah, yeah, we can, we can.
But you know your videos are in the car.
And I got this
Oh, they're in the car?
99
I put 'em in the
Buick,
car.
23,000
Beautiful, we don't have to go back.
We only paid
Juice the
$100
juice.
We took a
That's
loan
perfect.
at Fairport.
Just like Tommy Carlo Musto
Yeah,
used to
you
say.
know,
Remember
really,
Tommy
Oh,
Carlo
yeah,
Musto?
cut 'em up.
Yeah,
We used to go into his store,
No.
and I said, how you doing, Tommy? He said, juice the juice.
What's wrong with it? I just
I
take
said,
it.
all right.
I don't.
And then
Building
he'd
of
sell me
that.
beer when I was underage.
Okay.
3 quarts of
Vanderbilt
of
Improvement
12 horse,
Oh.
I think it was, or standard for $1.
You know who just passed away is one
I know,
of
it's a school.
I
Drizzy.
used to do it too. When you
Yeah,
Yeah, we saw the obituary.
Yeah, we saw that.
He was about the age of her sister, I
I
think.
don't know, one of the
And I
bands
think,
that we
she
had.
thinks that
And-
when
and
Alice
it
played
was
the school
up,
band,
you
that he
know,
was in
this
the
little
school band.
tight little space.
Yeah,
But
maybe.
Tiny got
And I worked with his brother Sparky, oh, yeah, nickname.
Hot oil running
Yeah.
down
All
your
the
face.
Drizzy. The Sparky and I worked together in car shops. for-
I go to
He was a
I
nice
go
guy, I
into
like
Firestone or
Well,
Valvoline.
you know,
He went to
And then Matt
Firestone. He used to
Durzio.
go to
you know who
Madison.
died?
And
The
he
one
got
that,
it for $9.95.
Nancy used to go with
Firestone
before
did it for
cars,
about
Ricky Pomponi.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah,
Did you know
yeah,
that?
that's right, I
I
did,
got the
I
coupon.
think she went
it's on
with
the
him.
back
She
of
went with
March.
him. She
Right, I
dated.
got
They
two
were
of them.
they were
Yeah.
about a year.
Yeah.
You'd see him, and he was in a lower
Receipts, I
grade.
got two.
He was
I just
a
go
little
there, you
younger
call
than
up,
her,
no,
but
come
she
on.
dated
You
him
don't
for
even
a
have to
whole
worry
year.
about anything.
Oh.
What waterfalls
and,
of that?
With Val-
Well, that's
First,
a
I
dam
used to go
breaking.
to his dad's barber shop, you know, Pomponio's.
And then Pittsburgh.
When I had hair, Don. When I used to have hair.
Walmart.
How come you got hair and I don't have any hair? You're my uncle.
For some-
Huh?
Cause I'm younger.
I
don't know.
How much did
You
they
led a
charge
cleaner
you?
life, I
Yeah,
guess.
it's
That's
pretty,
what- that's
pretty
what-
fine, but I still got some.
You know what you get that I get? Them damn bumps.
Oh,
I get them damn
That's
bumps.
good.
I got, look at, I got these the other day.
Well, see,
Usually
I
it's up to be-
wake up in the morning with them and I don't have them when I go to bed.
You know why it
I
is?
take Plavix
Well,
and
it's
aspirin,
unless you
and, now they got me on another
$8,
blood thinner.
$9.
Yeah, see,
I
it's.
So you put them all together and at least a little bump, just a
Yeah.
little bit. And-
You get older and
Think
you
about
get them, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
my
that's
stepfather
the
got them, my
medicine.
mother got them, her mother got them awful.
The
Awful.
medicine makes it much worse.
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
75,000 miles.
See,
back.
my-
Never gonna win.
They were trying to get my cholesterol down lower. It was 107, which isn't bad. Now they want it down to like like 70.
107 is really low.
Sure, yeah.
One time I was.
When you have heart condition, they want it down. And
Actually, he's.
I've tried 3 different statins for low, and I can't take any of them.
I guess you gotta quit eating them white hots.
I guess. But,
I tried 4 of the
yeah,
cholesterol medicines,
She
and it was
couldn't
just
take
like
it
I
either.
would have the flu. And
Really?
yeah, with her, it
Maybe
just,
I'm allergic to it.
so now
Well,
I'm on fish oil.
You know, I haven't eaten any
Just
red
eat
meat in
Candler oil
over
and
20
tablespoon
I know
of
you
years.
said.
Oh, he got it.
And I never had a problem with like, I don't know, maybe,
yeah.
you know,
I eat it
I'm no
over
preacher,
and
I don't care.
Oh,
'Cause, yeah, you had to share it.
Take it
Yeah.
over you.
and your mother went to the bathroom for something, your dad locked her out.
Yeah.
She's out in the hall yelling and he wanted, you know, just clowning around,
We didn't know.
Yeah.
which is what he done a lot. He always was there.
You know, listen, I'll tell you something
I
funny,
went down
this
to
is
South
Breck
Car,
Street.
was up back at Ed Skate's.
We were at the Lincoln,
Yeah.
Then there was Jefferson Road there.
was it Lincoln's where he lived, his house where he
Okay.
lived.
I siphoned all the gas out.
And it's all roped off there
Well,
in
might as well
Springfield,
take
Missouri.
the
It's
gas
like,
on.
and there's all these houses that have been restored, and his house and all these houses. So I started to talk to this guy who was,
They bought it from
he was,
Buck
what
Motors.
do you call it?
The U.S. Parks Department.
Yeah,
He was a
Parks
park
Department,
ranger.
And he was a black guy, colored guy. And
And they wrecked it.
I said something to him, and we talked,
And
to find out he's from Rochester. He was from Breck Street.
No
Oh,
insurance.
forget
He
it.
Another
lived
car
on
came in
Breck
and
Street.
broke into the house, right?
Yeah.
Small
The
world.
woman was
Yeah.
diabetic and she went
Yeah,
into
he
a
said, I
blackout.
got the hell out of there, he said.
And she,
He's
they
living
didn't
in
even see any
Springfield.
lights coming, I guess he must have hit the switch.
Well, we always laugh because we always say they really didn't have to do all those flowers and trees just to commemorate where the house was. It's beautiful there now.
It could have been a beautiful.
Boy, that Civic Center, they built the rec center.
My mom passed away.
I saw that.
You use it?
Well, we used to, this year we haven't, but we used to go up and use the pool and the stuff. Her sister goes to the pool like 3 times a week because it helps her,
Yeah,
her
sure.
legs and stuff.
And is Roger here now? Where the hell's Roger? He's here?
He's in Marion.
He's still working.
Marion. Is he?
He's old enough to retire, but I don't know. He's
He's
got,
in Marion.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
bought an old house. He divorced.
So he's alone?
Yep.
Wow.
He's better off that way, really.
yeah,
He's
he's
had 2 wives and girlfriends.
2 or 3.
And
Don't work out, huh?
oh, wait a minute, he's had 3
3.
wives. That's
He's
right.
had 3 wives and a couple of live-ins.
Time,
That's
time to
right.
call it quits.
Yeah. Got a full beard yet.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a rebel.
Is he a mountain man?
Yeah,
Yep.
Without a mountain.
right.
Yep.
He's got a few
I
hills.
tell the neighbors when I know he's coming, please don't call the
He
police.
grew a beard for the Fairport
all my
Centennial.
brother.
He's never shaved it off. He's always had a beard ever
Is
since.
that right? It
My
was good
sister,
seeing
I
you.
said,
It was good seeing you guys.
That offer is there, buddy.
Well, I appreciate it. I don't know what's going to happen, and
Wanted
go
that, you
one
know.
day at a time. Good to meet you. and Enjoy the rest of your trip. And
Take care, kiddo.
good luck on your new venture at school.
Yeah.
Well,
Hopefully
you
it
never know.
works out well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They got a big dropout rate over there.
Yeah, they do. It's a very hard school.
I know what I'm getting into though, so.
Well,
So she's
He's
working
just a little
today.
guy.
Yeah, she just goes out.
He's
Yeah.
just a little guy, isn't he?
yeah, he's little. Yeah.
Windy Acres on Huber Road.
Yeah. They don't grow them small anymore. Kids
Yeah.
are all seem bigger
It's
than
the
they used to
hormones
be.
in the beef, but I don't eat any meat, so.
Yeah, it can't be the hormones.
He doesn't eat any meat at all.
Oh, really?
Fish.
Not even chicken or
I
turkey.
started eating fish again,
Yeah.
but
Fish is wonderful.
I stopped eating fish for a couple years.
We had fish last night.
Yeah.
We did too.
Now we're going to Nanny.
That little cloud is.
We're gonna go get him.
Now you're off to where, Marlene?
Couple of
Yeah,
drifts
I'm gonna
might
go over to
go.
Marlene's and then we'll go to Shiloh
Won't
and
be
we'll
enough
meet
to
this
water your
woman.
lawn.
Hopefully I can see some of our relatives
sure she-
moving around.
Yeah,
I don't
I
know
hope
if
you
she's
do.
going to be there.
But she'll be there by 2:30.
Will she? Okay. Oh, I didn't know.
Well-
She'll be there at 12.
I'll give her a call.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And you guys take care.
Will do.
You too.
We'll see you soon.
Billy? Good seeing you again.
Good seeing you.
Take care.
Did you show him your hairline, Bill?
Oh, good.
Look at
Yeah.
this. You see, when we put our head together, we make a perfect ass.
Yeah. Be careful on your trip.
We just got off the freeway, 480,
This is my
on
route,
Winton
my mail
Road,
route. I'll show you my mail route right
and Dave's going to show us his mail route.
here. Started right here. That wasn't there, of course. There's Bobby Bonomo's Fontainebleau Cosmetology. That's probably him. That's Bobby. The guy I thought was gay.
Dave's mail route was actually where his
That restaurant right
grandparents
there, we're in West Virginia, they call it Ristorante Lucanu.
lived. Lucanu, where is it?
Right there to the left.
Lucan. It says. Right there. I used to go in that side door, and Bobby would be there with all the old Jewish women.
What was it, a
Saying,
restaurant?
No.
Oh, it was a beauty place, even then?
Probably still
Please
is.
turn right.
Hey, he wants me to turn right now, but I'm going to go up here and then come back.
Okay. There's Wegmans.
Yes, Vikings is all over. And I go up here on the one side of the street, all the way up here. There was no McDonald's then.
You didn't deliver to McDonald's.
No, I delivered up here. This guy that was in this place told me how to get my teeth done in Canada. The guy was the manager of that place. And I go right up this street.
The
right
Coolidge.
here. Right up this street.
Turn left in half a mile.
Yeah, what street is this?
No.
I thought you said Coolidge.
That's the name of the building
Oh,
back there
oh,
where the guy told you
okay.
where to get your teeth done.
I go here, and I deliver all the way up here.
So where did Jim Anderson live?
Oh, he didn't live on this road.
Oh, I thought you delivered to his.
I did, but that was on another road.
different route.
This is my own route. This was all mine, right here. All right here, and then Joe Buddha bit on it later.
Joe Buddha?
Told me, yeah, Joe Buddha. Joe Buddha.
Please turn right.
I'd go up here. And then up here. Oh, this is, no, I go up Harbor. Oh no, I get this, yeah.
So you delivered to these apartments?
I delivered to that place. Not these. Gotta cut across anyway. I delivered 1225 Park. I go down here. I was over here. They took them off of me, the 1225 Park.
Why?
Because it's too much of a route. This is where I live out here. I had this street here, Homer Street and Girard. I lost, I think, Homer. I think I lost this one. Harvard Street, this is my street right here. This was the Sussmans or Rosenthal's office. Dr. Dutton. The old guy that liked to look at the pictures of the young boys.
Please turn left in
1035. I think that was it right there. But I'd say to Joe Buddha that Dr. Dutton has got something for him. And I give him this picture of a naked man. I take it out, give him the picture of a naked man.
Please turn left.
Okay, now I'm turning left.
So you're finally doing what they're telling you to do. What is that, a parking garage?
I don't know.
Oh, that goes over the freeway. I think it's a
there
bridge.
wasn't- I don't think that was there then. I had a part of the park, but then they took it away
Please
from
turn right in 600 feet, then turn left.
me. Right. What is that?
We want you to go straight, turn right at the light, and then turn left. But you gotta find 126.
Oh yeah, yeah, we have to go back to do that. We'd have to go back to do that, let's see.
No parking during snow emergency. East Avenue.
Yeah, I heard it.
There's a picture of the statue of a horse.
Horse and the horse's ass. Turn left where?
Well, not if you're going to win.
I know, but what did it say?
I don't know. I'm not paying attention because we're going.
Okay. Country Club Diner, right there. Okay, look at what it says up there at the Italian restaurant. Look at that, Stevie. See what it says? Mangia, mangia.
Oh.
It means eat, eat. Mangia, mangia. Famiglia. Famiglia. Family restaurant. See how old these places are? Look at this.
Yeah, those are old.
These were there when probably when Adamses were around here, when everybody was here.
There's the Ristorante Lucano.
Restaurante Lucano.
Okay, we're looking at for 126 South Winton, if there is one. It's probably where this
140, we're already
building.
past it.
Yeah. Or 129. Dave thinks it could be that. I don't know what. That's a church, I think.
Go in here.
There's a church and a church across the street from a church.
There's the Unitarian Church. Get out this way. Exit.
We can turn around.
No, exit is there. Go down the street. Chedro.
But I thought you wanted to go back down the same street we just came from.
Yeah, we wouldn't be able to see. Ow! Ow, my back. Ow! Yeah, we're going, it says, one way, do not enter. Why?
Well, I think that probably has something to do with traffic on Sundays, but
Yeah, I think so.
today being Saturday,
Yeah, let's see.
this was probably a nice street when they lived on it. It still looks like a nice street. Probably more rural. That's 139. But this is 158, so how could that be 139?
148. Did you say 140? Probably this house.
No, it was 126.
What does the house say then?
They're all weird numbers. They're like, those were in the 130s, and that's 109.
Okay, now where are we going? What does the thing say?
It says make a right
Where?
in 1 mile.
I think that's Road.
That's the 480 freeway.
Going past the post office up there. Now, you can't make it right here.
No, in 0.8
Well, I was
miles.
just saying, you can't make it right here. What's that? There's the post office I worked at right there.
The Brighton Station. Hey.
Okay, how close is it?
You are 0.7 miles now. And you better get out of this right turn lane.
Somebody behind me is getting upset. Mickey Flynn, so there's the bar that. Right.
But then it said he lived on Dugway Road, which.
This is where Bob Forster lived.
Oh yeah?
Bob Forster bought one of these houses. He come out of the slums and he bought one of these. He married this Italian chick. He had one of these houses. And he would go back and forth.
But you don't remember where the house was that you were living in that burned down, the garage.
No. It was on Old Browncroft or Old something. I don't know. I don't know. That's why I was asking Tom, remember?
Yeah.
I'm not even sure he knew.
Yeah.
This is where I had my anxiety.
Red light, red light, red light.
Right around here. Anxiety attack. Right now. Over in here somewhere.
Maybe it's because you were walking past where your house was that burned down.
I didn't even know it.
Of course not. It was all, you didn't know how you got out of the house either.
Well, I'm talking about. I didn't know it when I was over the mail here. So I didn't think about that.
They were all, you know, latent memories. Browncroft Apartments.
Yeah, this is the Browncroft. This goes down the hill.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Brighton Browncroft, it says.
I'm not sure. It's like there was another road alongside of it or something.
Icy pavement. Well, be careful, icy pavement. Landing road. Welcome to Penfield. There's a ditch on Browncroft Road.
I think that's it. But I'm not sure.
Which reminds me of the streets in West Virginia.
Please make a U-turn if possible in 600 feet.
Please make a U-turn if possible, it says. Look at it. Now, why would they call someplace the Dug Way? Was it because they dug something?
I think there's an end right here.
Yes. That's the end of the line.
That's not it.
And what kind of a place is it? Though they did say there was a restaurant at the end.
Yeah.
Didn't Tom say that, or Helen? Oops, I'm running out of... It's all marsh down there. Okay, we just turned off of Browncroft onto Crick Street. Now Dave thinks that it was further up. So we're going to turn around again. So much for that one.
Shit, that was, I used to have to tap dance for the 10 cents. Remember we used to go to the bars and
Yes,
play the music?
yes,
They'd
David
throw
could
the
tap dance. I remember
They'd
that.
throw the dimes down,
Oh,
I'd
used
be
to
tap
dress you all
dancing.
up like a...
Oh man, I'd be
Yeah.
tap dancing. And I learned the Italian songs, because when I went to the Italian bars, I would sing Jenny Lo de Menzamani, I'm me and my money die. And they, oh, give them the money, give them the money. You had to, I was an entrepreneur. 10 cents
When he was
was
a
10
little
cents.
kid, that's
Yeah.
partly, you know, that's partly your mother's fault. She encouraged that
Oh,
stuff.
my mother, you know,
Oh my gosh,
my mother
Mother was
Tap dance?
wonderful.
Oh yes, I took tap dancing.
Did you really?
lessons. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, you should be on So You Think You Can Dance.
I should be.
Yeah, but he bombed
Can you
out a
do-
tap glancing
can you do,
glass.
The tap dancing went down the toilet though. I couldn't do the spins and all this other shit. I couldn't
What
do
do
it.
they do? What's the thing now? The hip hop? Can you do hip hop and that stuff? Not hip hop.
Well, but-
Break dancing.
Oh, we
Break dancing.
Yeah,
Remember when we used
yeah,
to
where they
swim
spin on
Yeah.
their heads and stuff.
and drop down into the canal down in the Oxbow?
Yes,
And
sure.
it was filthy.
Of course.
It was
rotten.
filthy.
We just went
There was
down
shit
there.
in there.
Oh, it was shit all over the place.
You went to the Oxbow?
I used to live in the Expo.
I mean, we did go
You
down
did?
a few
You
times.
Yeah, they used to come down to visit me.
Actually, we
We all go
kids,
down
you
to.
know?
Yeah, he told me about how dirty it was.
No kidding.
I lived in the Expo
That's, no. Was that
before
what-
it became an expensive place to live. Now it's an expensive place to live.
Well, Erie Street is.
Well, around it, yeah, Dave, well, there's some beautiful condominiums
Yeah.
down there, you know?
Condominiums. I'm a Catholic. I don't use condominiums.
Yeah, I know, you're not supposed to, but.
Yeah,
So
but
use rhythm,
we used to.
rhythm.
We used to go down there. Butchie would come down there, and her and Sandy. Everybody that came down, they loved coming to my house
Swim.
because you could jump right off of the friggin'
You
pier
would get in that water, would you?
Oh, Mike, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
We used to-
yeah.
There was a rope,
It
like a
looks
vine
like
or
a
a rope or
cesspool
something.
now.
We used to get up on this thing and go wee and
Oh,
jump
it's
down
clean
into
now.
that
You can
cesspool.
drink it now compared to when
Oh,
we
yeah.
used to go into it.
Oh, yeah.
It was really bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
there were a
that
lot
looks
of
really-
people that lived down there, Mike.
I know, but they didn't
Who
have
were
to
the
go
ones way
swimming
down
in
the
it.
end with all the kids?
The Rhinebolds.
Rhinebolds, that's
Yeah.
the one.
Remember Pauline? She got in the picture. They took some pictures of her when she was 13, naked with all these guys.
Well, they'd be
And the
big
coach
today.
got him. The coach
that'd be
got a
nice.
hold of him. Keith Boas's brother developed them, and a whole bunch of guys.
Yeah,
were-
today about 15 guys would end up in jail for 30 years, you know?
Yeah, they would. They would.
Oh, yeah,
They
she
would.
was the kid, huh?
Those were the old days.
Oh my
The
God.
coach, I think, took the pictures of him. He's still looking at them.
Coach.
Yeah, he's got them. Yeah, she's yeah. It was Pauline. The Reinbolds were very poor. Everybody was poor.
Oh, yeah.
The Kirbys. Remember Charlie Kirby? Do you remember him? He was a moron. He was like 16 when he was in 7th grade or something, you know.
Oh.
Great. And he threw Mr. Coffey down the stairs, the principal at the grammar school. And
Was he big?
threw the principal down the stairs. Yeah, he picked him up and threw him downstairs. In school? In grammar school, yeah. Oh, he was still in 7th grade. He was a big kid. Yeah, those were the days. Down the Oxbow, we had no running water. We had no toilets.
What do you use for water?
What? We had to go go to a pump the water in, and bring a big milk can out.
You didn't have a pump where you lived. You went someplace.
We had a pump where we lived. We pumped the shit water out of the thing.
You pumped that shit. That's what you use for water?
Well, no, we used that just for washing. I think.
What did you drink?
It was so we drank the water out of we got a milk can, and you had to go down to right down by number 2 or 3 cottage. And there was a pump, and you go down, you pump the water, fill up the milk can, and bring it home.
No kidding, Dave. Wow.
And that batteries are dead.
Oh, it's recording, even though it says dead battery.
It's got a little juice left in it.
It's pointed at you, it says dead banana.
I gotta back up here, I'm a little too close. I've only got 1 minute worth of disk space left anyway. Well, we want to thank you for letting us be your guests here for
That's all going to be on tape.
Well, you're
nearly a
welcome.
week.
Oh, wait a minute.
Not you.
Don't care.
I want to thank you for not embarrassing me too much.
No, you embarrassed me instead.
Yeah. So.
Find out all this stuff about my house. Well, Bill's mostly filled me in.
I didn't have my feet in the water.
Yeah.
No, I don't think you were with us.
I don't think I was even with him that night.
He wasn't with us.
No, I mean all the other things. He's mostly told me all of them.
Yeah.
But now you've gotten validation that they're probably pretty close to being true, right?
I had to make sure everybody knew I was completely nuts. You know?
It's all true and completely.
Yeah.
Insane is right.
Yep. We have no minutes left.
No minutes left.
No minutes.
Time is running out.
Our time is out.
All right. Well, let's get out of here.
Yeah, there's Stevie. The last thing we'll see on this tape, I guess.
Come on, sit on your new porch.
We'll see you, buddy. Look at this guy. He's got
Yeah.
me right around the waist. The biggest
I can't reach it all the way.
Are you kidding?
Yeah. Good to see you.
You have turned this boy around. You've turned him into